Here we go. And we're live. Maybe. See if the screen pops up. I think. There you go. Game popped up. This took a little while. Alright, there we go. We're live. Alright, so the event's over, but I should be able to still pick up a few thorns. Alright. The last clear of all arc stuff. Hoping things are going working. Yeah, everything seems to be working. So we'll see. Oh, that looks okay. So what we're going to do after we collect all these, because we are going to be doing basically prep work today, we'll do all my normal daily stuff because I didn't do it this morning. And then figure out what we need. So this is the last time, one of the last times, we'll go to this island on the stream as well. Because we leave it for the year. Even though I didn't have my final celebration on it, but it's happened. Just dump everything away. Didn't get a lot of green ones. Or purple ones, but I can make purple ones if I really want to. There you go. Plenty of nice red ones. Plenty of blue ones. Or an amount of green ones. And they're there if I want them. Sell those too. Alright, we'll do the daily stuff. And probably missed. Like, the problem is we don't know what we need because it is a new update, so not quite sure what we need. Now, if people are watching this as a VOD, I will be going through the patch notes later on. So we're going to be streaming about 4 hours. So in about a couple hours time, we will go through the patch notes and talk about them for a bit, even if I'm just talking too much. Which, you know, because it's a time that I don't usually stream, there is a high probability I probably will be talking to myself. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, but we're going to do all the normal stuff I've been doing. But the good thing about me continuing to do my routine um, for using machines and all that stuff is in 2 weeks' time, after this one, I believe. I think it's 2 weeks' time after this one. Um, the second part of the expansion comes out, so we'll be doing all this anyway. Where is Wally? Not Wally. Stitch. Where is Stitch? I'm not seeing him anywhere. He's walking around somewhere, according to this. Where are you, buddy? I do think they have a limit of how many can actually spawn in an area. That's my gut feeling. I'm not seeing him vanish and reappearing though. Who else is? I'm Merlin. Merlin's one. Good. Of course, Merlin vanishes. I didn't notice those letters coming out before. I feel like that's new. Who knows? It's freaking out a little bit.
Well, hello. Extraordinary.
Alright. Let me search around for some stuff. I really does struggle in the storybook battle. Hoping the update can help optimize it a little bit. That's the joys of an update. It does bring in a bunch of bug fixes. We can actually look in the patch notes to see if there's anything that does help that. Oh. Only one, so drop some more. Alright, we'll just use the machine. Cool. Alright, and now we want to do the owls. We can't do that one. Oh, we can still do the light owl and the brown owl. Okay. And where's the light owl? There it is. Alright. That's that all done. And that will do this side. Hopefully we don't run out of mist. We might have to do some grinding for some mist as well. Just have a good source of about that. We want about, what, 5,000? Something like that. It's all jittery. Very annoying. I'm here. We still need to run about, what, 206. Really is struggling. I don't know why. Sometimes it struggles and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Just has to decide on the day what it wants to be. It's tomorrow. This last one. Oh, oh, that was the last one. Oh, well. Cool. If I like leave and then come back, it typically fixes the staggerness of it. Staggerness? Staggering. The last times we spend us in Wonderland. Yep. Cool. Now we want to do the dragons. Alright. So we've got too late for the green dragon. Blue dragon. So we only can do the blue dragon. It sucks, but oh well. Where is blue dragon? That's The annoying thing. I think what I'll do, see if it works better if I turn down. I hate doing, don't want to do that. I don't want to turn down the graphics because they're already pretty low. My game should be able to handle it though, that's the weird thing. Computer at least. There we go. Alright. Let's bounce over. Yeah. Don't need a vanilla anymore. We're just looking for lightning spice. That's it. We're not even at the 300 mark, 600 mark yet, which is a bit annoying. Just haven't got that lucky with it. Now this is the Peter Pan section, and I've kind of left it there for more Peter Pan stuff to be put down, but I don't even know if I'm actually going to leave it here. I might move it to a bigger section. It just depends on what we get tomorrow. Well, there's the Pegasus there, so I might as well just do that now. We'll tick it off. So once we find the, I think there's one more other Pegasus we have to find, and then do check down here. We will shift over to prep mode. Now, I've been pretty slack this week. So my idea was to log in, do my morning streams, and be in a better position than I am now. So I'm a bit behind on pretty much everything. So best we can do is deposit the stuff that we've got and then go through the spreadsheet and just tune up on the raw materials and make sure we've got a stack of everything. Because that's going to be the key, is because this character is not an expansion character, you don't need to worry about any of the expansion goods that you only can get in the expansion. So the only thing we need to worry about is the stuff that you can get in the raw basic game of Dreamlight Valley. So that's the stuff we're going to focus on. Now, the key things that you'll probably need is those supplies you don't get a lot of, like Dream Shards. That's a good one. What else? Dream Shards. Trying to think what else. Dark Shards. Yeah. You want to speed level the character, you probably want to get a lot of Purified Shards. Purified Shards are pretty good. Yeah, it depends. You got a lot of pets as well to level, which we don't really know whether we can give them gifts yet to kind of level them up, or they solely is based off experience of them traveling with you. So there's a lot of unknowns going into this, which can be exciting. Alright, so let's go dump stuff off now. I need to bring up my handy dandy spreadsheet. I'll put my handy dandy spreadsheet on this side. Continue watching chat. Alright. So we'll dump off what I've got on me. Now money is another issue that I need to make sure I've got enough of. Now I could just sell pumpkins to top this up. So which I might do, depending on what where I get to the end of today. Some of them. That's the Cape Gooseberry, so we've got 8 and then 22. And got cinnamon. I noticed I didn't go through the Eternity Isle stuff. I'm actually planning on doing that when I'm grinding out for Mist. So I'm kind of leaving that for now. So that's 36, and then 36, there we go. Shards. I need some more wheat. Actually, what do I want to do tomorrow? Alright, tomorrow we want to start fresh. Yeah, I think starting fresh is a good idea of not having anything on me. So, we deposit those. There we go. We're going to get rid of all these that we've got on hand, apart from the tuning islands, because I'm going to do those later. There we go. I'm going to dump all these, because we want to be fresh when we take all this. So nothing in our inventory. You want to be good to go. Trumpet snail. Filling in my handy dandy spreadsheet on the other screen. Spice. What's that? 8, 12, 13. 13, 5. Cool. Mission. Oh, missions. Where are you? It's over here. What's 16? It's 18. Oh. I think everything. I've got a lot of mushrooms anyway. It's 42. So where are my muscles? Another game of. I'm not going to destroy anything. At least that in the Dreamlight Valley section, which I mistakenly did earlier when I first logged in, just in case, like get rid of night thorns. But the task of getting rid of night thorns actually applies to getting rid of inks and getting rid of the memory shard things from Eternity Isle. You can use those in equivalent to them, so wasn't a huge loss, but I have to remember not to get rid of them. Everyone knows I'm very good at remembering things. So what are we here? It's 8, 16, 24, 28, 30, and 36. Cool. Now, muscles. Oh, that's muscles. You have muscles in here, don't I? For some reason I don't have muscles on here. Why do I not have muscles on here? I do not have muscles in this. Maybe it's under raw materials. No, it's not. For some reason. I can't say why. I have no idea. I do not have muscles on my handy dandy spreadsheet. So. Now I want to use the same as I do before. Sure. Sweet, so that's one stack and 47. Cool. Alright. Alright, that's done. Alright, so now we're going to move to raw materials. Now, I didn't get quite finish my food one, but I've got a feeling I will finish that when we prep for the second update. Yeah. And we need a stack, at least. That's the key. So... Alright, so one stack in 16. And is that common? Actually, don't have this on my list. Do I have it on the food list? No, I don't. So I don't actually have that. I have a store for it. I'm pretty sure I have a store for it. Here it is. You want at least one there. Alright. Let's just get this in easy to make sure I definitely don't have it. No, I don't. Common club rush. Yeah. Don't think it's used for food. No, it's not. Not used for food at all. Cool. Alright, so we've got one stack of that and 28. Now it's just about going through all this and checking what we've got. So the first one on the list is amber. Actually, I should just build some minutes ago. Pebbles. I've used a lot of pebbles. Hey, Spy. Hey, evening, Dave. Man, I miss you. Yeah, sorry. This week, health-wise, hasn't been the best. But I've got tomorrow off, and I will be streaming this all day. And you got me until 10 o'clock. So, been a rough one, but I'm hoping to bounce back. Mentally as well. It's been a bit shit one, but can't always be happy when you're dying, right? How are you doing? How you been? Soil. Soil. What's that? 8, 16, 24, 28, 29. You used quite a lot of soil. That's not 29, Dave. What are you doing? That's 8, 16, 24, 32, 34, 35, 35, oops, 35, and then sand. And well, that's 24, 26, 26, 28, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm okay. Bought some RAMs for your computer. RAMs is very good. My computer's struggling at the moment. I can't work out whether it's a graphics card issue or a RAM issue. I feel like I got enough RAM, so I think it's going to be a GPU issue. But Dreamlight Valley isn't optimized the best, so it will definitely help you play this game. Glass. Now, where have I got glass on my list? That's 8, that's 9, that's 7. Clay. Clay. Ooh. I used a bit of clay, don't I? As long as I got a stack of every single item, I think I'm going to be sweet. It's just a case of making sure I've got a stack of every item. So that's 8, and then 98. Cool. Brick. Brick, what's that? 24, 26, 27, And then I'm moving quite along in Animal Crossing now. Nice. So when did you put it? Did you put it in today, I'm guessing? And now everything's running a little bit better. Actually, give me 2 seconds. I just need to quickly tell my partner something. All right, back. So to tell my partner to pick up something when she goes down the road to get me some snacks for tomorrow. So, if I've got things timed right, or planned right, or however you want to word it, I'm going to hopefully start streaming at 6 o'clock. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a really good day tomorrow. I normally don't get too excited about these days, but once in a while you just want to be a nerd for a little bit, playing a silly game, and just having a good time. Yep, my RAMs in Dreamlight Valley runs smoothly, nice. And more faster than I did before, as for Animal Crossing, playing it on the Switch 2. Nice! How's the Switch 2? And how expensive is it in New Zealand? Because I'm not much into Switch and all that stuff, but I've considered getting it for my niece. My nieces, I should say. Fiber. Fiber. So that's 17. Oh, not 17. That would be 15. And that's a fabric. Fabric, we're looking at what? 8, 16, 24, 32, 34, and then 21. Hey, Sheldon! How you going? Quests are flying on Animal Crossing. Nice. More evening. Evening to you. We've only got about 9 hours to go before approximately when the update is going to drop. So I noticed that you did post in the Discord about going over the patch notes. We will be doing that, Sheldon. So I'll be doing that in about an hour and 15 minutes. Where actually we'll put up the patch notes and we'll go through every item and just to see what we're excited about. I've given it a brief look. I'm going to be fair. I've given it a brief look just before when you mentioned the patch notes were out. I actually went to the website and checked it, and there was a couple things in there that did surprise me, which I actually got a little bit excited for. Which I'm surprised they didn't let people know that they were in there. So we can go through that when the time comes. Right now, I'm doing prep work. So I'm going through my spreadsheet, making sure I've got a stack of everything. And then we're going to make sure we've got enough mist. Then we're going to make sure all our machines are loaded up with food. And we're also going to make sure that we have enough money as well. Those are the key ones there. I got Mario Kart World Bundle and it was 870. That was a lot. And congrats on the part. Yeah, congrats on those quests, Sheldon. I'm glad you finished them with time to spare. And we also need to do the Dream Snap as well, so we can't forget to do that. Switch 2 is super expensive here. The fact I only get to play 2 games on it, I'm like, yeah, I want to get that that Xbox handheld that they announced, because then I can actually play Dreamlight Valley when I'm in hospital. I think that'll be really cool. And while I'm in the hospital bed, like all tubed up, I can actually just play on the handheld. That would be awesome. Yeah, thank you. I really thought you missed it. Yeah, well, you didn't. So you're lucky. You got another 3 hours and 15 minutes with me. I did see the patch notes. That's probably what they didn't uh, that was probably what they didn't want to mention in the live stream, but excited. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, we'll go for it. I think the paths were quite. I stopped reading after when I got to the being able to put paths on in diagonal ways. I'm surprised they didn't show that off. That's a big change. So we'll go through that when we get a chance. Yeah, I didn't want to get that Xbox handheld, so I want to get the handheld so I can play my cloud Game Pass in bed. I do as well. It will come out at the end of the year, I think it is. I really want it because being in hospital, I don't play this game on Steam. I play it on the Xbox. So the Xbox, like I'm an old person. Yeah, I play on Xbox. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I mean, I would say I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to if I'm able to afford it by the time my surgery comes along. Because at the end of the day, my phone. I don't know why I showed it. You know what a phone is. Could go off any time saying I got a heart. So it's just a case of saying getting enough money saved to pay for my rent, and then getting enough money saved to buy that handheld, and then I feel like I'm prepped to go. Yeah, the patches were rather surprising. We'll go through it. Nothing on multiplayer though, which I'm a little bit disappointed about because I always would like a multiplayer upgrade or an improvement. But we know that they've got something coming up. I told you they said surprises way too much. I don't think the surprises were too surprising though. I'm just surprised that they left that thing off because you know, as I said, didn't read the whole thing, but that seemed like something that they should have advertised, which will bring people back to the game other than just Peter Pan. You know? Yeah, play Dreamlight Valley on Xbox. That's my alt account. Yeah, I mean, part of me would like has considered buying Dreamlight Valley on Steam just to play from the beginning again to know what it is. But then I realized I probably shouldn't be spending that much money on a silly idea, so I haven't done that. Plastic. All right, right, plastic. The key right now, I'm just checking if I've got a stack of every single item, and then we've got to go. Amber. Amber. Now, I'm not too worried about that. I mean, I do kind of hope they do include the expansions because it's reaching a point with Eternity Isle, is that that's now forgotten. It's like a forgotten expansion, and they've moved on from it. So it's kind of I kind of want a reason to go back there. I've made a reason at being my Pixar Island where I'm putting all the Pixar stuff. And it's good to go there when you're grinding out items on that. But if you have no items to grind for, there's really no point going back to Eternity Isle. And I'm kind of hoping that eventually they'll introduce, when they do their updates, when they release a free update, that they're including updates to not just the current expansion location, but to historically other places as well. Like tune up a few areas that didn't quite sit right. But you know, I mean that all come down to the longevity of the game, and I've got a feeling, just based off the dialogue, based on what they're investing in the game, based off what they're investing into quality of life improvements, that they're expecting this game to have at least a couple more years of legs on them, which is exciting. Ooh, I got nothing of electrical power. Electrical power I'm not worrying about because electrical power is an Eternity Isle item, so I don't really need them for the expansion that's about to drop. Gravel's another one. Where are you, Gravel? 7. Bubbles. I don't have a stack of berry bubbles, so we're going to have to grind. Oh no, we actually don't need to. Again, that's a storybook Vale one. Or Isle. Should I say storybook? Storybook Vale or Isle? Vale. Storybook Vale. Mixed up. Alright, so what else are we missing? Um, Ones that we had to put on the ground. Where are those ones? Yeah, the ones you can't put on tables, which is really dumb. No, I don't want to pick up that. God damn it. Your rope. 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 That's 8. Dave, you got me a stack of 99 moss. My jaw dropped. Yeah, of course. I told you I'd get them. Told ya. Told ya. Get this out of the way. If it's on the table, you can have it. And I think I've got another stack too. There you go. Yeah, that's another stack of 99 right there. And I think I've got like... Yeah, I've got a stack of 99 in there and 12. There you go. And that's why it's on the table. It's for people that needed it. I was expecting one moss. Yeah, well, I only put what if there's more than 2 items on the table, it means I've got more than 2 stacks. Sometimes I just put 1 on there, and that's just like a 1, just so it tells me what the item actually is. But like that's 3 ambers, so that means that's 3 stacks of 99. Nah, you can be greedy as you want. I mean, the idea. I mean, at the end of the day, if you ever feel bad coming over to my joint and taking stuff, give me stuff that I don't have. The spreadsheet that I have here is accessible to anybody. So if you're like, I want to help out Dave so I don't feel so bad taking his stuff, boot up the spreadsheet and just dump in my valley what I don't have. It's an easy way to do it. That's why I put made the spreadsheet accessible. Nice simple way of doing it. So if anyone ever feels bad, and you shouldn't feel bad, but I can't control your emotions. So there you go. I'll go away. Oh. Open storage, there we go. Rich soil. 8, 16, 24, 28. There you go. Alright, what else have I got? Do the woods. I'll do the woods now. Oh. Oh, you took all my wood. I think you took my wood. I didn't take them off, but I can put them back. So look at all the wood I've got. So I'll take 2 of those. Problem is, I almost on 0 for resource at the moment. Crafting decor takes so much time, and I'm running on empty. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm here for a reason. So, I mean, you've seen me play this all the time, right? If anything, you're giving me something to do. Alright, grab some dark wood. Alright, so let's go back here. Yes, I'm working on my storage. I need to craft a chest. Yeah, I mean, go nuts. I mean, that's why. I mean, our community isn't a big community, so I mean, it's not like my resources are flying out the door. It's I don't know. 8. Sorry, I'm doing math at the moment. 32. There you go. Yeah, it's not like my resources are flying out the door. So we've got plenty. Take what you need. Otherwise, they're just going to sit in the chest. 32, 34, and 65. Alright, this is tropical wood. You can chuck a stack of tropical wood down. Tropical wood. That's 8. 10, that's 11. Some softwood. And to be honest, I don't do a lot of grinding for these raw materials. So if I really wanted to get a bunch of these raw materials, I could pretty quickly. I've got my methods. I just never get around to doing them in my update cycle of topping up all my chests and stuff. I normally get stuck on food like I did this time, and then I have a moment where I don't log in or don't stream because I'm not feeling so great, which is a bit of a bugger, but I can't always be well. All right, and I only took 1 stack of dry wood. How inconsistent. OCD is going nuts. Cool. All the wood market is back up and running. Dry wood. We're looking at 16 and then 17. Even my gold, I have 3 pumpkin farms, auto cooker set up, and burning through gold so far the same decoy spec. Yeah, it is. But that's why we do these and just trying to figure out better ways of actually I'll score this. Better ways of earning gold and stuff like that. I mean, I wish I could give people money. It would be good. Alright, so that's all that done. I'm just gonna order this. There we go. So the majority... Oh, bones. Where have I put the bones? Oh, did I not go through all of these? Oh, my muppet. Tinkering parts. I can't remember. Is it tinkering parts or mechanical parts? Which are Eternity Isle. I'm going to have to check that. Alright, empty vial. Empty vials turn out to be very useful to have in supply. Because quests just randomly ask for it sometimes. Empty vial. 8, 12. That's 12, and then chuck a 3 on it. And bones. I got 91. That's good enough. Again, the Eternity Isle one, it's not going to be required in the update tomorrow. Alright, I think that would be it for here. Oh, mud. And let's do mud. Alright, 1 stack of that, and then 9. I'll waste this glass. Did I do that one already? Oh yeah, I did that one already. Right. Let's sort this again. Cool. I think everything that's left is mining stuff. So I'll do all the mining stuff and see what we've got left. I think we're actually looking pretty good. I think the only hard one will be like dream shards, but I'm pretty sure I've got a stack here, so we'll dump that there. Actually, no. Dream shards you go through pretty quickly, so how about we dump all my dream shards there just for the update, and then I'll put some out after we get through the majority of the update content. Dark shards, night shards I always got plenty of. So we're looking at 10 and 3. Cool. Now, purified these beasts, they're very good at leveling your character with. So I'm going to dump these in here. Don't know if that will actually be enough to level the character just giving them shards. I try and avoid that unless I get to the point of I just can't give a fuck. So I'm just going to hold on to those there. Alright, and then we'll go through all these. Now, these beasts are stuff that I need. I will need to grind these today. The various, whatever they're called, shards. Get this in easy order again. I don't have this on my list. How do I not have this on my list? Oh no, I do have it on my list. There we go. So I've got 1. So we need to grind this out. Oh wait, how many do I have on the table? Alright, again, there's going to be stuff. These things I'm going to put in there. Actually, I think 4 stacks might be plenty. And what you were saying about L, I go there at least twice a day to farm mist, thousands. I use thousands, 750 times 3, and 350 times 4. Yeah, I mean, yeah, mist is a good reason to go there and farm. But to be honest, that's not a very good reason, is it? You're only doing that because you run out of currency. I think that's probably the only reason people will go back there. Because you do seem to get missed a lot quicker into New Isle than anywhere else. And it's unfortunate you can't in Storybook Vale you can't get them get missed as well. I'm starting to think now that the dust is settled on the expansion release and everything. I think they did deliberately to force people to go back to that expansion. I thought it was just an oversight, and they were like that they just didn't have time or did that deliberately. I've got a feeling it's just because it's the only reason people would go back there. 8, 16, 22. Yeah, cool. Alright, gold bars. 8, 16, 24, 25. Iron ore. 2 stacks of that. Cool. Alright, this is good. And we've got plenty of iron ingots. I'm just worried there'll be something there that really is pretty demanding, but at the moment, oh, don't have a stack of zinc. Alright, we'll get a stack of zinc in there. Don't really need it, considering it's an Eternity Isle one, but it's always good to make sure we've got at least 1 stack in there. This is all just about being prepared, so... Alright. Stone we've got heaps of. Alright, stone, stone, stone. So what's that? 8, 16, 20, and then 84. Jump that. Oh, bronze ingot. Do we have a stack? Yep, do have a stack. Alright. Now, a lot of the stuff, again, the Tuning Isle stuff, probably won't even need, but it's always good to have it just in case there's like a shortcut to a quest that's there. Alright, quartz, QQQ. Quartz, we've got 3 and 4. We're looking pretty good with our raw materials of being ready. Apparently you can't get missed in Aladdin's Realm. No, you can't. Aladdin's Realm and what's the other one? Aladdin's Realm and the newest one, Alice. You can't get an Alice either. Do you think they're going to put new snippets there instead? Nah. I think those were oversights too. I think the Aladdin and not being in Aladdin and not being in Alice's realms were oversights, but I don't think it was oversight not putting it in Storybook Vale. Now, that may seem a bit silly, like, why did they forget one and not the other? It's because there's no reason not to put them in Aladdin's or Alice's realm. If I did the math, I use 6,450 mist every time farm. That's too much. So that's why I've got a system that once I get to a certain mark, I stop. And that way I save, like my vanilla, because I've maxed that out now. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to farm stuff that I don't need. It depends on what you're going for at the end of the day, though. Alright, we need a stack of those. Cool. Tin. Oh, 1. Oh, we've got plenty of coal. I don't even know why I do this for coal, but I think it's just that idea one day I'll have enough time before an update to actually be fully stocked up. And copper has got the most of. If you want copper, please take my copper. Copper is what? That's 42. Yeah, cool. Cotton. Where do I put the cotton? It feels like I put the cotton somewhere, and I don't know where. Oh, I've got all this stuff as well. Alright, this is superior. I don't have this on my list. I'm going to add this on my list. These are the ones that I don't know how to get more of, but I've got a feeling they're going to be useful one day. Where are they? These are superior. Alright. I was very lucky. Someone gave me these. I've got a feeling that they did come from a treasure island before they were banned, but I've got no way of proving it because they just dumped it in my valley. So that's my justification of having these. I've got no way to prove where it came from, so I'm keeping them. I can't destroy them anyway. I think, can you sell them? Yeah, you can sell them, I guess. I've gone out, but I could. Alright, we need a stack of those. These won't be needed, but it's always good to have them just in case there's a reason for it. PPP. What's cooking thing? Oh, got one. Pixel shards, let's just make sure. I've only got one. Alright, that's good enough. I can't really get more of those. Those are totally from treasure. Those are multiplayer items. I think they use to craft bonus meals. I think that they're used for ingredients. I think they're supposed to supplement ingredients. I dropped you a puzzle. Yeah, you actually. I found three. These three puzzle pieces are actually from you when you came over. I found three before I closed things up. I did a bit of a run around and I found three. So that really actually did help. I have like two in Disney Gaming One. Well, hopefully, if we open the door for multiplayer a little bit more, we can start kind of getting a little bit more pixel shards. 29. Cool. Alright. So the only ones left on my list of raw ingredients, and I'll just sort this so I can see them. Red algae, scales, sea monster's tooth, and wart iron. Where did I put the wart iron? Feels like the wart iron... Oh, the wart iron's right here. Nope. Now this is another one that someone gave me stuff of, which I'm silently keeping in this little chest over here. So I've got 6. There we go. Alright, so we're going to check how much red algae, scales, and sea monster tooth I've got. Now I could check the fish in terms of its stacks and stuff. I've got a feeling that they're not really going to be needed, but it is the pirate one. So I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it, and if it bites me on the butt, I will make sure that doesn't happen again. Alright, where's the red algae? I don't know where I put my red algae. I don't suppose you took any red algae when you came over, Sheldon, because it would explain Oh no, there it is. Got it. Found it. Found it. Alright, red algae is at 8. And then... Oh no, 8. That's 6. And then 4. And then sea monster teeth tooth. That one. I think we'll try not to destroy those. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna destroy one. Just because it's in the way. Oh, that's Placina. No, I haven't actually got that on my list, so let's add that. I did not. Took wood, moss, and one bough. Yeah, you can't do stacks of flowers, unfortunately. So yeah, you're more than welcome to take them, but I only can give you one at a time. Yeah, Pisodina, whatever it is. I've got one stack of that. Alright, I put the sea monster tooth on a different table, and I'm not sure where. Oh, here it is. I got 17. That's alright, because that comes from the expansion. I might need to get a stack of that eventually, but... Now, I still don't know where I put my cotton, so I'm going to try and find my cotton. Spend most of the time digging holes and looking for more Baleflower. Well, if I knew you were looking specifically at Baleflower, I would have just thrown down a stack for you. And for some reason, in this biome here, I've got random flowers from all the places, because people coming over and just dumping stuff. Where did I put the cotton? Should have a chest of cotton somewhere. And I'm not sure where. Now I want to say it's down here. Oh, here it is. Why did I miss that? Alright, cotton. What's that? 24. 24, and then 52. Cool. Alright, so based off this, I've got a stack of everything apart from bones, pixel shard duplicates, pixel shards, sea monster tooth, berry bubbles, and electric power. So I think I'm all good there. Now, I don't want to go for the fish, because that feels like a nightmare. And I don't think that's going to be a problem. So I'm good for food. I'm good for fish. Check with food, actually. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with food. So I think from it, Poseidona. So in terms of being prepared, in terms of our items, I think we're good. So next step we want to do is how much mist. Oh, we're very good with dream dust, dream light. We're good with dream light. Probably mist. Probably the area we want the most of. Yeah, we'll want mist so we can speed that up. Now, is there anything else I can think of that I'll need? Gotcha. That was just me. Alright, so... what have I done here? Alright. Don't think I need anything else. I think I'm good. The only thing that might trip me up is a specific flower, but I'm pretty sure I've got a good supply of everything. See, in these chests I've got a very good supply of everything, so I think that one's going to be okay. Alright, so I think mist. Mist and what else? Okay, you missed, and also just checking the roles for all my characters because I like to keep that nice and balanced. So I'm probably going to go over there and we'll do a bit of a check there. And I think after that, we're pretty much all sussed. I'll put these in here, bit of storage. That's exciting. All right, mist time. So we're going to do a boring mist grind, but as we go through it, we're going to pick up or use the machines and pick up some ingredient stuff. Now, what's a good target for mist? I set about 5,000. That should be. Oh no, he's mining. That should be a good target. Where is someone who does my? I'm trying to think who does my time bending. I think Tina does. Exciting coffee time. Coffee? Oh yeah, because that's right. It's probably morning for you guys, isn't it? Alright, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the grinding for that mist. Try fill up the machines as well as we go through it for food, because I don't want any downtime. And running out of food is an area that kind of sucks. So we'll be filling up the machines, but we want to aim to about 5,000. Oh, exciting. Very exciting. Where's she inside? Where is she inside? I didn't see her. Oh, there she is now. The problem is that there's a bug where you can't actually see how much mist you got. And it's very frustrating. So normally you could go here and click Attorney Isle and it tells you the amount of mist you got, but it doesn't do that anymore. So I don't actually know how much mist I've currently got. Considering I was using the machines earlier, I've got less than 1,000, but we'll see. Just need to check something. Well, I posted my stuff. I actually had fun with it this week. Maybe update excitingness. Well, yeah, we will. When I do my dream stat, which we'll do in the last hour of the stream, we'll make that a kind of a bit of a rule in case people want to submit their entries a little bit late. And yeah, we'll go through the snaps. So what have we got? We've got you, Sheldon. We've also got Thresers, one as well. I think she. Can't remember if we showed off the last one. I don't think we showed off her last one. She actually did 3. This week's one's only got her one from the week before. Okay, voting on this one, see what this one did. Okay, cool. We've got 2 that we can go through. We can go through Thressers and we can go through Sheldons. But if anyone else out there that is listening that wants to submit their own dream snap for the week, pop it on the Discord and we'll go through it, and then we'll build my one, as rough as it is. Alright, so let's start this. Oh, we've only got 100, so that's not a very good start for us, considering we need 5,000. In about 40 minutes as well, we'll go through the update. The patch notes. We'll go through the patch notes and see what's there. Now, also sometimes they don't release everything on the patch notes. They keep a few things secret for a reason, and it doesn't really tell you if some things are time gated. So we'll take some of it with a grain of salt in case there is some things that keep me secret. I'd be surprised if it's anything major they'll keep secret. I swear to God, like, people have already made videos talking about how they secretly will add Tinkerbell to the game. I'm probably going to snap my neck. I'll snap my own neck somehow. Alright, well, we're done now. Hey, Wally. We haven't done as much work and design work in terms of making the valley look all pretty, but I've kind of changed my mind on how I want the Eternity Isle, or Vale, Isle? Yeah, to look several times over already, so. There we go, we're already at 300. Gonna be a little while. But, oh well. Let's vacuum everything up. Luckily it's only like 10 per item, so it's not exactly huge. Not breaking the bank. There we go, that's what we want. If we get a bonus. Oh, we don't. I don't think they've ever secretly added a character. Pretty much the closest to secretly adding a character is being vague about the character that's coming in, but it's pretty obvious at the same time. I think Stitch was the closest one that they did with that. So I'm pretty sure we would have known something by now. And also, Tinkerbell's such a huge opportunity to bring people into the game that it feels a bit daft for them to keep that secret. So many people would jump into the game if they knew Tinkerbell was going to be added to the game. So there's no way they'll keep that secret. That's why I'm pretty confident, you know. I mean, like, if they secretly added Jack Sparrow, I don't think people would just rush to the game and play it. And they will lose their buzz pretty quickly. I think Tinkerbell's going to be something they'll probably put in an expansion if they are going to add her. And, like, part of me wishes... Not wishes. Oh, that's the wrong word. Part of me thinks that maybe they should just add her just so we can get it over and done with. Just rip the band-aid off, add it to the game, people can shut the hell up, and we can move on with our lives. Because, I mean, it's been a while now. I can't remember, Sheldon, did you see my new splash page for the update tomorrow? I can't remember who I've shown. I've shown it to one person, a regular that was here. But I can't remember. Because you know how I have that intro at the start of my streams, you always got that little splash page. I've done a new one for tomorrow, which is exciting. I did. I had to go to Twitch to watch it. Ah, okay. Oh yeah. Well, it's exciting that I've worked on that, and I'll be updating a few things, and it's good to have those updates. It makes it feel a bit fresh. All right, we're done over here. Think is the possible new Star Path house. Well, I mean, we've got Tinkerbell's house in the game already. You do realize that, right? Alright, I'm going to keep all these crystals, because we might use those tomorrow. Tink's house is already in the game. So it's weird to add a second house for her. It's, yeah, we'll go here. Find it now. Where is it? There it is. Tinkerbell's house. There you go. Things. No, no. You put her in the house. Ah, yeah. I put her in the cave. I think it was a cave. Where did I put her? Where is the I'm not going to show it right now. I'm just trying to find it for myself. Because I can't remember what I do half the time. Oh, that one? Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, she's in the house. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I know what you're saying now. Hi, Martin. That's a new name we don't see around here. How are you? Martin Buckle. And did you see the hopscotch on the beach sand? That's why the area so. No, I didn't. No, I didn't actually. I'll bring up the see if I can see it on the image. Hold up. Ah, you see. Now let's see if I can actually show it. Actually, we'll switch this over, right? I can actually switch the image now because we're not going to be using that one anymore. There we go. Here we go. This is the new intro screen, everybody. Actually, we'll switch over here. I haven't. Oh, I haven't got my camera on yet. Oh, we won't do it without the camera. But yeah, if you see right at the bottom by the poster, there is a little bit of a hopscotch right there, which would be interesting to see the placement of that. But yeah, we've got Tinkerbell in prison over there, and we've got Minnie in the pirate cave. And then you got me with a little monkey on it on my shoulder. I was pretty proud that I got that to work pretty well. But yeah, this is the new intro for the stream going forward. Switch back over. And that will be the intro until the next update. Which may be only 2 weeks, but it's something. Alright, so yeah. It's only gotta be 2 weeks and then we'll do the new one for the storybook update, which will be interesting. I kind of like that. That's going to be a new thing for us. Is that every update, something to look forward to. Is how what Dave's going to do with the updates, update page. There'll be our little joke, and then I can put little inside jokes like Tinkerbell, and because now Tinkerbell being in prison is going to be an ongoing thing. 3 weeks? No, is it? Is it? Is it only 2? I think it's. I thought it was 2 weeks. Or was it 3 weeks? Hold on, let's go. Um, hopefully this works. We'll find out whether this works. There we go. That did work. Since I'm my buttons on my stream deck, sometimes they're not worried about. So all right, let's see here. Oh, game release. Oh, it doesn't even have it on the wiki yet. All right. Well, I'll go to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Alright, let's wait this out. What's next? There we go. Oh, there you go. Just the dates. Here we go. So it's 9th of July. 9th of July. All right. Where's my where's my calendar? All right, 9th of July. So that's 3 weeks. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 weeks away from here. 9th of July. I should actually apply for that day off as well. So yeah, it's 3 weeks away. So I'll take that back. 3 weeks away. There we go. That's what I want. All right, how are we doing with mist? All right, so we're about 2,000, which is good. We'll dance over. Right here. machine. Laziest machine ever. There we go. So the pillars, I am concerned. Why are you concerned? What's your concern? I mean, I think part of the quest line is that grant. You know how you had to put all those pillars in a particular circle, and then it does a thing, and then nothing happened after that. I think it does a thing, and then it opens up Peter Pan. So I think if you haven't done the pillar thing, I think it's going to prompt you to do the pillar thing before you can get into the content. And I think a lot of people are going to be a little bit confused by that bit of like, why can't I get access to Peter Pan and they haven't done that particular quest yet? I think people are going to find out very quickly, or complain online. There's going to be a lot of complaining online, or people are going to work it out quick. I'm guessing it's the complaining online that's going to happen, though. We'll just make sure we use the machine. At the end of Forgotten's quest line, made us move to the island, but mine's moved. Mine's moved to my Forgotten. Well, I do know that what you have to do is put all the pillars in a particular order, and then there's a cutscene, and then the cave kind of shakes or something. I think if you've done that, you'll be fine. I don't think you had to keep them there. I think if you've completed the quest, it'll be fine. I think that shaking is supposed to lead on to it opening with this, with this update, basically. So if you already got this update and you haven't done that quest yet, after you've done that quest, that shaking would lead to the Peter Pan stuff. That's my suspicion for it. So I wouldn't worry about it. I think you've already ticked the box if you've done it. That's my theory. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think a lot of people are going to be in the same boat. So I'll be in the same boat. Because I have no idea what order I put them in. I'm gonna have to Google that one. That'd be annoying. But I think logically that's makes sense the way I would do it. It's just basically, well, what's a good phrase for it? It's like a attunement. Back in the day in the World of Warcraft days, what you'd have to do is you have to do a particular quest line to get a particular what they call attunement in order to get into a particular dungeon. So think of it that way: is that you had to do a particular quest to get attunement to get into this dungeon. So as long as you've done that attunement quest, I'm not even saying the word right, but as long as you've done the pre-work for it, the pre-quest, you'll be fine. Works, man. Who needs them? Alright, that one's all done. Did your day? Oh, just say. I'm guessing you mean say it. Did you say your 12-hour stream starts 6 a.m. your time? Correct. That's the normal time I start my stream. Is 6 a.m. my time. So if it helps, right now it is 6:38. Oh, sorry, no, take the back. 7:38 p.m. for me right now. So in 11 hours time is when I'll do it. When I start it. So basically, subtract an hour, and then it's 12 hours from now. Easiest way to do it. Well, an hour and a half, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But at the end of the day, it's 12 hours. Don't feel like you need to be here. There's VODs for a reason. You can watch it on YouTube or on Twitch. It's fine. Plenty of time to rewatch it. And you can see my first reactions when I load it up. We'll go through what we normally do when we do an update. We load it up, check anything that's different. I mean, they're going to have a new splash page, which is a thing to remember. Remember last time with Alice in Wonderland, they updated that front title screen. This will be a new update as well, so I'd be interested to see what that looks like. And then we'll load it up. We'll look at the star path. We'll get that activated, and then we'll start it. I don't know. We'll start. We don't know how the quest line it works. I mean, do we have to walk up to Skull Island and that gives you the quest, or what happens? And there's only one character as well, so well, it's two. I mean, Forgotten is technically a character. So yeah, there's a lot of questions that will kind of dictate, or the answers will essentially dictate what we're going to be doing. But we've got plenty of time. Plenty of time. The idea of this game is you're not supposed to rush it. The way I play things, I play a little bit on the crazy side, so that's exciting. And to be honest, my streams aren't that popular, so not gonna be a lot of people around for it. So it's gonna be a lot of me talking to myself about it. It sometimes is, I wouldn't say sometimes, but it is rather good sometimes. It allows me to process it, allows me to kind of just experience without everyone just like needing to talk to everybody while I play. Because I do hate that. You go watch someone play some new content, and then all they do is talk about something that's not related. But also, it's a bit of timing. So, like, if you join someone's stream 6 hours in, they're going to want to be taking a break and not talking about the game for a little bit. Alright, so we nearly got the 5,000. I'm thinking maybe we'll push it to 10,000. It's just about having enough mist that if we need to use it, it's there. Now, I can't remember much that we'll need it for, but perhaps maybe using it to vacuum stuff up. Maybe we have to collect X amount of night thorns or that kind of stuff. That's going to be important to have. I don't have one up here though. Sometimes it's, the star path could be real tricky and say collect 99 red things, and red things could be cinnamon, it could be apples, it could be a bunch of stuff. So it's just about being prepared. There we go. There we go. We got a 5,000. So we might push it, depending on how much time we have at the end of this. We might push that to 10,000. I still need to get enough gold. I think I'm just going to sell a bunch of pumpkins. I'm not thinking we're going to need too much gold, but I mean, there could be a really cool item I want to buy a lot of. That sometimes trips you up. If it's a really cool item and then it costs like a lot of money. So I'm going to keep on doing this anyway, just to have that extra buffer. Because we're going to use some of this on the cooking machines as well. forgot that song's copyrighted, so sometimes it mutes that portion of my video, my live stream. I need to take it out of rotation. Dump things in here. Stack of those. Cool. There you go. Alright, we're going to dump these away as well. No, actually, no, we don't need our cooking things because somebody came by my valley and dumped off a whole bunch of fruit salads. So now my valley is swamped with fruit salads, so I'm gonna have to eat them. So I figured we'll just eat them tomorrow. Do you have any idea who did that, Sheldon? Any idea who came by and just dumped off a whole bunch of fruit salads? I've got like, I don't know how many, a lot. I feel like an old man wearing my robe. I'm gonna dump these off though. But I'm not gonna update my spreadsheet. I'm satisfied how many I've got, and I can update my spreadsheet later. Okay. There we go, and I'll dump all these in the chest later. You say this as I'm collecting new berries to make more. Why are you making so much fruit salads? Why? What's with your obsession with fruit salads? Make something that you don't need to collect, that you just need to spend money on. Like souffles. The reason why I constantly make souffles is because all the ingredients you just buy from Remy's shop. So I don't need to keep on collecting stuff. I can just make souffles. And one souffle, you know, gives you a lot. It gives you a lot. Now, just to back up my thinking, and actually what we'll do while we're here is I'm going to put the Pegasus meals right there for later on. So what I was saying is here, all these fruit salads that you've... Let's get rid of that because I don't know me. All these fruit salads. Oh my god, there's not even stacks of them. You just one. So you separated every single one just to dump on my lawn. Now, it would be a little bit different if there were stacks of them and then you dump them all there. But you individually separated 20 berry salads and dumped them on my lawn. If we're part of a homeowners association thing, you'd be getting a letter. You're getting a goddamn letter. See, now I will actually have to do the bloody machines. I thought I was relying on those to be enough. Alright, anyway. See, I'm just gonna cook my souffles like an adult. And I'm gonna leave them there. These will get me by for now, but I'll make sure all my cooking machines are well stocked. So I'm just gonna dump these off. I felt bad. I only had salad in my inventory. Why have you got so much? But, okay. I get that. But, they're stackable. So, if you only had salad in your inventory, yep, fair enough. But you could have just dumped 20 of them. But instead, you separated out each one of them and then dumped them. So, you may have felt bad, but you made the situation worse. For the record. Alright, I'm gonna dump these. I'll go Majesty too. Put them there. I will figure that out later. Alright, well, how much... I don't know how much mist I got. I guess I could check when I go use the machine. So don't do this whole feel bad. Only had that in my inventory. It could have. It's just it only took up one slot in your inventory. 20 fruit salads, but you separated them all out and dumped them on the ground. So none of this I feel bad bullshit. I realize my camera isn't a very good camera. I'm gonna get a replacement for that. We need a better quality camera. Now I don't have a food machine here, do I? Alright, let's find a cooking. Oh, is it cooker or cooking? Let's try just cook. An ancient... I think it's an ancient cooker. Oh, damn. Alright, well I've got... do I have an ancient cooker there? I've got an ancient cooker here. I've only got one ancient cooker. Alright, I need an ancient cooker for here. I might steal one from Eternity Isle, because I don't really need those there at the moment. Got one there. Got one there. I need a cooker in every joint. I've got that one there. That one's already done. That one's there. Cool. One up here. That's the one I just did. And then this one up here. Do I have a cooker? I don't think I have a cooker up there. Oh no, I do have a cooker up there. Cool. So I just need one. Alright. Alright, I'll go to Toonie Isle and see if I can find one. I love how you didn't expect single. Yes, because that would be the only reason you would put down the same item over and over and over again. I didn't even think of that when I did that. Whatever. Whatever. I 100% do not believe you. For the record. Alright, well, there's no cooker here. There's a Majesty. I'll grab that. Let me go over here. Farm this while I'm here. Alright, no cook there. I might just steal the one from Storybook Isle. Vale, I should say. But it does highlight a clear problem with my plan, is that I don't have enough ancient cookers. It's just ancient treadmill. Alright. No, I don't think I'll have any cookers over here. The only other place would be here. You need 7 more Majesty, and then you're finally done with those. Well, or do you mean the Dreamlight duties for Majesty? Or are you collecting Majesty for a particular reason? Alright, I'm going to steal just the one from Storybook Vale. But yeah, I will have to work on getting cookers for every biome. Which is going to be a lot of misgrinding, but that's a problem with another day. Tina's cookers could survive on it. Nah, it uses Dreamlight. It uses Dreamlight, and I do not want to waste Dreamlight on anything, really. Use that. Switch over to Plaza. Yeah, I don't want to waste Dreamlight on Tina's cooker, so because I only want to, because Mist is easy to get. Mist you can easily get. Dreamlight is a little bit harder because you either have to sacrifice shards or you have to do those duties, and it's that's a harder grind than just using your staff, you know. Says the man with 100. Yeah, I've got 100,000s now, but if it weren't for that recycler, I wouldn't have all that. And it can go very quickly. I had a lot of mist as well, but that vanished very, very quickly. So, well, what's the saying? Like, a rich person isn't rich because they gave away all their money. A rich person is rich because they know how to hold on to it. Alright, cool. Well, what... souffle. So we'll pop the souffles in here. And we'll get another 30 going. Cool. Alright, so that one's on its way. So we want to make sure we've got souffles in every biome. So this one, okay, get this one going. We might have to grind out a little bit more mist though. Because we do have to use the cookers probably for the star path, because the star path always requires you to cook something, whether like 20 or 10, 4, 5, 6, oh sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star meals. So if I cook these now, what I can do is when I go to, if it goes cook 30 pretty good meals, what I could do is, because there'll be 30 all ready to go, pick it up, done. That's already cooked, because it doesn't count as cooked until you collect it. So that's why these things are really good to just have already done. So if that star path activity comes up, you can just push collect all. Now, the problem with that is that if it asks you to do a 5-star meal, and then you could just collect it, then put it on, go do something else, and come back to it. So it's not a huge deal. It's just good to be prepared for it. Now, do I have a cooker up here? Yeah, I got the cooker here. Let's just make sure that's... Yep, got my 30s there. Cool. Souffles are good to go. So this is all just prep, because it's just going to save so much time. It's like, cook 30 meals, done. And plus it benefits... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. It benefits you in the long run, because this only costs money. The only thing I'm wasting here is money. And that's easy to replenish. Or easier to replenish than some things. And I think got Dazzle Beach good to go. Yeah, I think that's all good. Ooh. Alright, so I will need a little bit more mist now that I've kind of wasted it all. But it's not a huge problem, considering how quickly I got it last time. Alright, cool. So that's all that done. So, what have we got left to do? Alright, well, it's actually around that time we're going to go through the patch notes. And then after that, we're going to go through all the characters and see if we've got the right balance in terms of the duties, because we will be assigning 2 characters their duties with this next update. We've got Peter Pan, and we also got the Forgotten, or whatever they call them. I think we can name the Forgotten, can't we? Aren't we being able to name the Forgotten? And then we actually give them a name. For me, it's a he, and for you, it could be whoever. It's actually not in here as well. Used to be. Used to be in there. But yeah, we'll be getting Forgotten, and we might be having to level the Forgotten as well. So I guess that's two characters, so we can figure out the balance. But until then, where should we sit? Where should we sit for this? We'll sit here. Alright, we'll sit here for it, and we'll get across to the patch notes. Where are we? I'm going to move the chat so I can actually read the chat as I do this. And Let's go get the patch notes up here. Alright, so let's go through the patch notes. You should be able to see that. See that? Cool. Now I'm about to sneeze, so I just want to make sure I sneeze first. There you go. And the joys of being able to push one button. Alright, so we are going to go through this. Oh, make sure I can actually read the chat. In one of your streams from 2 years ago, you called him Bad Dave. Really? You watched one from 2 years ago, Bad Dave, or did you were you watching back then? I don't know. Call him Bad Dave. How about okay? We'll call him Bad Dave. Someone may need to remind me tomorrow. That's what we're calling him. All right, so I'm just tying this up. All right, here we go. Hey, Valley Villagers. We hope you enjoyed uncovering. Hope you enjoyed uncovering what the rest of 2025 holds, along with a preview of the Mysteries of Skull Rock free update and our latest developers update video. I'm trying to cross my legs. I'm trying to get a little bit more comfortable as we go through this. There we go. From an exciting new roadmap. It's only 3 things, but whatever. And the arrival of Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Storybook Vale Expansion Pass Part 2 on the July the 9th. There is so much magic and adventure we can't wait for you to explore. Today, we're giving you a closer look at the mysteries awaiting you in Disney Dreamlight Valley's next free update, detailed below in these patch notes. Get ready to explore the mysteries of Skull Rock and rekindle your friendship with the Forgotten. To welcome the new youthful villager from Disney's Peter Pan. Unveiling the secrets of the mysterious rock will lead you to Peter his shadow might have his own plans. Through his shadow, it might have his own plans for you. Might have its own plans for your valley. I knew the shadow would be playing a part. A lot of people said, "Oh, look, there's a shadow." It's like ties in with Peter Pan exactly. Stop right there. I don't like that they call us Valley Villagers. I'm a freaking ruler. Excuse them. I mean, technically, a ruler is a villager. They just rule the village. So, not to poo-poo on that, but Sheldon, you're wrong. Because a ruler is a villager. They are a villager who rules over the village. Otherwise known as a ruler. So, you're wrong. Anyway, sail with us to the Sea of Wonders and uncover what awaits. Disney Dreamlight Valley Mystery of Skull Rock updates arrives on the 18th of June 2025, so check out the details below. Alright, let's go through the new content. It is time to continue the story of the Forgotten and explore the depth of Skull Rock to find out what, more importantly, who is hiding there. Well, we already know. They basically told us before this. What? Not my Kingdom game I've played. Not in my Kingdom game that I played. Well, that game's wrong. Anyway, stepping out of Skull Rock, Peter Pan joins the valley with a spirited friendship rewards and quests. Convince him that you're not a treacherous pirate and progress his questline in order to help him restart his crew of Dreamlight Lost Boys. So I'm guessing part of his questline is similar to like I think it was. I can't remember who it was. Was it like Buzz or Remy? They started. Oh no, it was Mushu. He started like a small person's club, where it's just like all the small characters of Dreamlight Valley got together. So it's Lost Boys are probably going to be something similar like that. Prepare to warmly welcome the Forgotten as a true villager, which is really cool. I like that adding to the overall main quest line, even after they've finished it. I think this is something they always intended to do, so it's really cool to tie it in with their characters. So we are technically getting 2 characters. Unlocking the ability to hang out as well as new friendship items. You'll even be able to give them a name to make them feel right at home in your valley. So I think that's also important of helping Dreamlight Valley identify their own personality and introduce stuff to the game that's not just from franchise and that. I think with the Forgotten as a character, it's helping the game's own identity of it being able to do things on and trying new things of not needing to just introduce a character all the time. They can really just go on their own thing and build their own thing. So I think this is a really cool development of that. Believe in the magic of wishful thinking with the adventures of Neverland Starpath. I thought Neverland was one word. Neverland or whatever. Spend time with Peter Pan and various tasks to collect outfits inspired by pirate and mermaid fashions, unique decor and cosmetics, and unlock dream styles for Goofy and Minnie. Again, we're getting dream styles for Goofy and Minnie. Really over getting dream styles for Goofy or just the main Mickey and Friends crew. I would love a dream style for maybe Buzz or Woody or one of the other characters because it just seems all the time we're getting just the main. And I get the why we're getting just the main characters because they're the ones that everyone is unlocked. So if you've just seen the advertisement of this update and just picked up the game, you can get those dream styles and use them sooner rather than later. So I get that, even though Mini is a little bit of a mission to get. I get why, it's just I'm kind of over that. Anyway, and plus, I don't want Mini to have a freaking other outfit. Valiant treasure seekers, your time has come. Find special treasure maps around your valley. Solve riddles and amazing quest rewards with the new Troves of Treasure event. Interesting. So that's interesting. So this is a new unique pirate event. I don't know if I have an island for that. I'm gonna have to think of making an island for that, or maybe incorporate that into Dazzle Beach. But Dazzle Beach is going to be the summer one. All right, that's interesting. So we're getting a new event. That's a nice little surprise there. Troves of Treasure event. So I'm guessing that's for a period. Now, with the events, they typically are from a time frame, but it doesn't mention here anything about a time frame. So I'm not quite sure when it takes place. Now looking ahead, like a few points down, we've got the summer event as well. So obviously they're not happening at the same time. I'm guessing the Troves of Trevor event's going to happen first. That's going to end, and then it's going to lead into the Summer of Sizzle event. So they're having back-to-back events there, possibly. There's no timing on this, so we have no idea if it's going to happen straight away, or there's going to be some time, like a week or two before it kicks in. And I think the summer event must happen after the next update drops as well. There's no way these events can happen within a 3-week period. So I think the timing, they're not disclosing the timing. I think it's interesting they're introducing a new event. So a new pirate event. That's the first surprise. So I'm going to put pirate event. And more importantly, it's a unique event to Dreamlight Valley. It's not like based off something externally. Because I think the parks event is like this parks thing. I don't know. Event. All right. So a unique pirate event, which it will be cool to make like an island just for pirates. I think that'll be really cool. Which I can do. I have to. I have to figure out where I'm going to put that. Anyway, speaking of treasures, be sure to check on Scrooge McDuck's store every day for a chance to new items. Yeah, that's the same all the time. What's sweet and best enjoyable at a campfire tastes like summer? You got it, marshmallows. The Summer Sizzle event arrives in your valley, bringing back marshmallows, tasty treats, and new rewards this season. Again, they're expanding on the events, which is really good to see. Because I remember for a time they wouldn't add anything new to the events. Like I think Christmas is an example, and Halloween. But now they're adding more things. So looks like we're going to get more things added to the summer event. So I can build out my summer island as well. Sail to exciting new adventures with the weekly Dreamstat challenges arriving. A mystery that happens every week. I don't know why they added that. New optional items are coming to the premium shop for a limited time, including a unique river kit bundle, which is the one everyone is going on about, that allows you to create your own waterway. Wow. Okay. So, including a unique river kit that allows you to create your own waterway. How does that work? But there is more. A new companion bundle arrives, including Max from Disney's Little Mermaid as an animal companion. This adorable canine Will not only follow you in adventures, but help you dig new holes nearby thanks to its exclusive ability. Exclusive ability? That's what I was worried about. Because that's heading into pay to win territory. Of paying for a companion that does a gameplay advantage. That's something I really don't want happening. And people are going to buy it. That's the problem. People are going to buy Max. And it does feel like you're spending money to get a gameplay advantage. That is the definition of pay to win. It's very minor, but it's a precedent. So yeah, I'm not sure if I feel about that. The Max bundle also includes a variety of nautical furniture items for you to enjoy. All right, I'm a bit iffy about that one. Yes, Max looks cool. Yeah, it's cool, but I don't want this game to be pay to win. Really don't want it to be pay to win. Now, the argument could be, well, you can earn free moonstones by doing dream snaps. Yep, I get that. But if you don't, you can pay money, get an advantage that someone else can't get. So if two players start the game today, one of them has the money, one of them doesn't. One of them buys that item, they get a pay advantage. The other person can't get that item until they have enough moonstones to be able to afford that item, which doesn't really say the price in here, but it could take them many, many weeks to get. Because chances of them winning a Dream Set competition right off the bat, very slim. So that's my feeling on it. Well, you can get free, yeah, but yeah, that's my thing. Yes, that will be a little bit of the justification for it. But if you take it from just a brand new player, the one that can afford the moonstones right off the bat with their own money will have the advantage of the other. But this is not a competitive game, so I can see the argument on both sides. I personally don't think it sets a good precedent because I think everyone's moving away from games that you can pay to get a gameplay advantage. So anyway, we'll move on from that. Adjusted available seasonal moonstone packs will be offered for a limited time. Different seasonal cosmetic items may be offered in future updates. Well, that one we're going to get because of Thresher's lovely donation. She had a couple, I think it was last week or the week. I think it was last week. Yeah, last week. We can get that, so that will be something we'll get if we need it tomorrow, or if we want to just get it for the sake of just getting that particular item, which we'll find out. Cool. All right, so improvements. Companion friendship. This is the big one. Gather your furry, scaly, and feathered pals. Friendship levels are here. Spend time and interact with your companion to level them up and get rewards. Bring companions along to collect bonus resources. Each companion will pick up a specific type of resource. Now, this is interesting. Squirrels will help with fruits. Rabbits will help with vegetables. Turtles will help with seafood. Sunbirds will help with flowers. Foxes and crocodiles will help with fish. Raccoons and whimsical creatures, don't know who would fall into that, will help with gems. Strains of raccoons help with gems, I don't know why. Ravens will help with soils. Chupacabras, snakes, and monkeys will help you with time-bending parts. That seems appropriate. Owls, baby dragons, and Pegasuses will help with snippets. And dogs will help with sticks. That one I like. That's a nice little touch there. That's a nice little touch. Some companions, especially notable named Disney companions, like Pua, like Kiki. Was it Kiki? The chicken. What's the chicken's name? Pee-Pee. What is it? Pee-Pee. All right, hold on. I'm gonna have to check on the game real quick. What's the companion's name? The chicken. Where are you? It's the chicken. I can't remember what the chicken's name is. What would cats do? Maybe fish. I'm thinking that goes into the category of whimsical creatures. I think whimsical creatures is basically everything else. Hee, that's it. Hee. Don't know why. And what does R2D2 do as well? That's a question. What about the butterfly companion? I think whimsical creatures encapsulates everything else. So I think everything else will help gems. That's my theory. Some companions, especially notable Disney companions, may not fit conventional categories, but may bring special rewards once you reach max friendship. But that's not all. Depending on their level of friendship, companions can help expand your player inventory and provide extra resources when equipped to your avatar. As cherry on top, you can now give you a unique nickname to regular critter that doesn't already have a preset name, making them truly your own. Additionally, all companions now appear on a dedicated section of the. Thank you. Weirdly, that's the best bit of the update so far. I've always said it's really annoying, and we'll switch over to yeah. It's really annoying if I want to show off the critters. I can't just go here and go under critters and show it, right? I can't just show Hihi or I can't show Pua or I can't show all of them because it only shows you the ones that you can find in the wild, essentially here. But in order to show people particular critters, like the ones I got for the hard copy game of Dreamlight Valley, like the Anger Raccoon and Disgust Raccoon and stuff like that, I have to do it this way. I have to go through the wardrobe and show it, and it's not really any logical order. So finally, according to this update, it will now be in its own collection menu, which is great. It's a really good quality of life update. Perfect to keep track of your loyal psychics, yes. And hopefully that collection menu also shows the levels of them, which will make things a lot easier. You may only be able to see the levels when you're equipping them in the wardrobe, but hopefully it sees it in the actual collections themselves. So that's good. That's another plus. Quality of life stuff I love because it's just stuff that you like. It drives you nuts, and then when they finally fix it, it's like like letting out a sigh, and not sigh, like letting out a breath or something. So it's great. All right. This is a win. This is a very good win. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Be interesting to see the type of rewards or whether they're going to give very generic rewards, like you get to level 5, you get 5 dream shards. It'll be interesting if we're getting unique items for every single pet in the game, so everything is different. Or, if we level Pua up, will we get something that's more item specific? If we level those pets that I showed just before from Inside Out, the raccoons, the Disgust Raccoon, and all that stuff, do we get special items for that? I think it's going to be very interesting where we go with that. Whimsical creatures are those glowy ones. I thought so too, but then they fall into all the other categories because you have glowy squirrels, you have glowy rabbits, you have glowy turtles. I think it's the whimsical creatures kind of fall into the ones that don't really fit in any other category. Anyway, let's move on. Decorating. This is the one this is where I stopped reading the updates after the first point. Path improvements. Unleash your creativity with the update to paths, allowing you to place tiles diagonally. So all these pathways in the game here, we can now... Oh, where is it? Sorry. We can now place this path diagonally. So that will be very interesting, because a lot of the time, like this sucks. Like, I hate this. But if I can make that diagonal and match into this, that would be great. And there's kind of little kind of things like that, little bends and stuff. Oh, it'll be really good. So it'll be interesting to see how the diagonal paths are going to work. That would be really good. Hi man, how's the stream? Good. We're going through the patch notes for tomorrow, so it's going well. Anyway, let's move on. Grid update. Explore the new decorating possibilities with expanded grid. What does that mean? More tiles will give you greater flexibility to place furniture items and customize your valley in decoration mode. I think they've updated the grid. We'll switch back to here. They've updated the grid that's in your valley here. So you're going to be able to place things maybe in the corner that you can't really reach there at the moment. Or kind of just tidy up a few like gap stuff like here. So that's my suspicion. What they meant there is just flesh this out like
here you always got weird kind of like you can't put them like here, and it kind of like freaks out a little bit there. That's going to be interesting to see how it is. So expect a lot of the items that you currently got placed down to maybe move slightly with this grid update, because I've got a feeling it's going to move a whole bunch of stuff in order to apply the new grid. So if you've got anything in place that you think is probably going to be changed, just you may want to move it now and maybe move it to the center or something so it doesn't go missing. Alright, move back here. Alright, player house style improvements. Your favorite house everywhere you go. A unique house style can now be placed outside of your valley once in an expansion area, even if one of your floating islands. So I've interpreted that as you can place the dream house style as like 3 times. So what's a good example? House style could be this one. Yeah, this one. This is a house style. So I'm assuming you can place that once here, once in Eternity Isle, once in Storybook Vale, once on each one of the islands if you wanted to. So that's a little bit better. I kind of like that because I always have thought about making the downtown area a bit more of a downtown area with some of the Eternity Isle dream styles that I have there. It's an interesting improvement. I'll see how that goes. That's my interpretation of it. I guess we'll find out. I actually just realized I didn't switch my view over so you didn't actually see a lot what I just did there. But yeah, hopefully people still understood it. It's basically you can put player housing, the player house styles multiple times in different, only once per valley or pin section. And I think that will also help with dream step designs. If you have a design you don't want to kind of ruin what you've already built because you have to move the house, I think that will help with that. So yeah, it's a good improvement. It's a good improvement, and it's also an improvement that like you would have thought, should have already been there. Now I just want them to be able to move the shops. Moving the shops are going to be the next big improvement, a quality of life improvement that I think people are going to be excited for. Anyway, let's continue through this list. Other new photo mode improvements. You might just need to sit to hear this. Photo mode is getting new additional enhancements with this update, including the option to sit, which is something you got really excited about, Sheldon. I remember when we watched the update, including option to sit while taking photos. Okay, so I can sit here and take a photo. Okay, and new retouching options that toggles your perfect shots. Okay, all right. Well, that's also an improvement. You can actually use the camera while sitting down. Another really good improvement. Memory improvements. Complete memories faster. Updates to the shard balancing. Updates to the shards balancing ensure you now receive a new memory shard every time you get a memory orb when participating in event activities around your valley, unless you've already completed all the memories related to that activity. Plus, there are now more new chances to obtain memory orbs when watering dry flowers. So no more money. They finally did it. They finally got rid of that stupid system where it kind of rolls the dice every time you get it, and if you get the same one, you get money. So now every single orb you get, you will get a shard, so that should see a lot of completions to memories going forward. That's really good. That's a good improvement. That's one of the ones that have driven people very batty over the years. Only took them 2 years to fix that. Not fix it, change it. It was working as designed. It just wasn't people wanted. More recommended bundles. The premium shop recommended tab will now feature 6 bundles. Okay, so it's moved from 4 to 6. Giving you even more chances. That's good. They just need to get rid of the recommended tab altogether and just go, here's a catalog of every single item that you can buy. Get rid of the FOMO field. Just add in a catalog so people can go back and buy whatever they missed. I think you're reaching a point where if you're adding like okay, just so for the sake of us talking about this, we'll switch over to the game and what they're referring to for those that don't know. If you go to shop, let it think for a little while. You get the featured stuff. I should really buy that. I'm gonna buy that because I've been talking about buying that. We're just gonna buy that because I like Bugs Life, and that was always the intention to buy that. Anyway, so what they're saying here is these are the featured ones. So these will always be the new items that are available. Encore Edition? What does the Encore Edition mean? How does Encore Edition? I've never seen Encore Edition before. Was that the stuff from last week? I don't know. Whatever. So if you go down, you got limited time deals, stuff that's a little bit cheaper than normal. Then you got recommended here. So these recommended are always different from everybody. And it basically takes the items that you don't have and puts in 4 random ones. So they're going to be increasing this to 6. So it'll be, this section will always be unique to you, and it'll always be, stuff that you don't have. So they're going to increase that to 6. In my opinion, just get rid of it, add a catalog. Just let people get whatever they want. You're going to make more money. You're going to make more money if you just let people get whatever the hell they want, because that's the way gaming is going now. This FOMO has died. People get sick of that. You know what happens with games with FOMO? They just stop playing it. It happens. The only ones that end up playing it are the whales, and that doesn't. Those games die pretty quickly once those whales get bored and move on to something else. Because whales like being whales because they like dominating everybody. So if they don't have anyone to dominate, they're going to stop spending money on your game. So yeah, that's what this is what that's going to change. So it's a good change. It's a positive change. I think they just need to get rid of and move to categories. To a catalog. Anyway. Crafting station balancing fix, okay. Corrected the dreamlike cost, good, of uncrafting certain items at their uncrafting station, such as path, making it easier and less costly to reclaim materials. Thank God. Sometimes, yeah, the dreamlight was very, it was very expensive to uncraft a lot of stuff with dreamlight, and it didn't end up being worth it. I think, didn't I work out? I'm pretty sure I worked out that if I uncrafted, we'll go back to here. If I uncrafted, actually, I could show this. Let's show this. I should have an uncrafting station up here. I believe if you uncraft the chiller, which I have a lot of. So where's my uncrafting station? All right, so if we go here. God, I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? The cooler. Where is the cooler? There it is. The vintage cooler. So if I uncraft that, it costs me 1,250 dreamlight to uncraft it, and I get 1,000 dreamlight back and 100 snowballs and all that. But to actually craft one, hopefully this works. Oh god, I put that right in my face. I think it's under function items. Oh, where is it? Oh, the cooler's not there, is it? Is it? Under furniture, I bet, yeah. No, where is it? Really dampening my mojo when I'm on a rant. Oh, here it is, vintage cooler. The vintage cooler cost 1,000 to actually create. So you get exactly back what you spend. So mathematically, you lose. You have to spend 250 dreamlight to uncraft something that costs you 1,000 dreamlight. So if they make it cheaper, it may be worthwhile to actually uncraft those coolers here. And so that's good. That's a good. So we'll see what else if this changes. So this will be a check tomorrow. We'll check whether that uncrafting cost is cheaper. But I definitely, because that way, if it's less, if it goes down to like 500 Dreamlight, I will make a profit getting rid of some of these. Not profit. I'll be able to get back. I would actually, I won't lose 250. Maybe I gain 500. Instead of lose. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow. But it's good. It's a good change, and I think it was a bit of a deterrent with how much Dreamlight it was actually costing people to get rid of. And it should be a like for like thing. It shouldn't even cost Dreamlight, in my opinion. The coolers didn't originally cost Dreamlight to make. That is very true. But then they changed it. They changed it when they saw people like myself making so many to put on tables like this, because they wanted that to be a deterrent. So, and people coming to the game don't know any better, because I mean it's always been 1,000 to them. All right, switch over here. Cool. That's another positive change. Be interesting to see what happens there. And cross save update. Cross save finally is arriving PlayStation users alongside Mysteries of Skull Rock. And I did not realize that was still a problem, and they did make a quite big deal about it. So obviously people have been making a bit of noise about that issue. Cool. All right, now that's the end of all the features. A big thing is the pirate event. That's something we didn't know about. I think it would be interesting, the companion friendship side of things. Possible pay to win kind of esque territory we're entering now, which is a little bit, that could go in a really good way or bad way. We'll see how the community reacts, because there's one thing that the Dreamlight community like to do is be rational and not blow things out of proportion. So we'll see how that goes down. I think a lot of people are going to be positive about it because it's Max, and I think negativity about something like this tends to get shut down. And it's not even shut down in a way of like having a conversation about it. It's like, don't be negative, piss off. So it's either don't be negative, piss off, or enough people are upset about it that it would actually gain some weight and people can actually start voicing their concerns. I'm concerned about that, but if it's a once off, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, the top bugs fixes. I'm gonna just quickly scan it. I can't see anything huge. Just the standard fixes of quests where random things happen. Fixed an issue where a house skin would appear in the player's house. Fixed an issue where a house skin could appear inside a player's house. That seems wicked. Bring a little tiny little one of your houses inside. That'd be awesome. Anything else? I fixed an issue where a player may not be able to put ingredients into a cooking pot. I'm kidding. That would suck. No, nothing just jumping out at me of being a huge change. Most of the time, the bug fixes, you don't really see much. Alright, now I think that's it. Yep, that's all over subreddit, Dave. It's huge house. It's the huge house. Oh, so they appear hugely. Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Alright, well, that's an interesting read. Nothing too surprising. A few little nuggets in there. It'd be interesting. I think it's interesting. It kind of revealed that the shadow will play a big part in Peter Pan's quest line. What else? The new event of the now an official pirate event, which is pretty cool to have now a pirate, the Troves of Treasure event. I think that's pretty cool. Along with the Summer Sizzle, I've got a feeling that this will be at the start of the update. I'm suspecting either starting this tomorrow, or it's going to start the following week for a couple of weeks, and then this one will be at the end of the update cycle. I think we're going to get part 2 of the expansion before this event starts. I mean, logically, you'd do that, because normally this happens around the end of your northern hemisphere's freaking summer. Winter down here. I'm in the robe because it's cold, because it's winter. Some people are lucky, alright? But then again, we get like a summer Christmas and we have barbecues and just hot weather, so you guys are all cold during Christmas and all that stuff, so for you guys. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. Other surprises. The recommended is changing to 6 slots instead of 4. The companions or specifically helped you with a particular gathering thing instead of it just being a one-stop shop of every single one. So that would be interesting to dissect and work out how that's going to work. For this stream in particular, all the companions that we're going to use in-game that we can name, we will be naming after viewers of the stream or people, regulars that do come around. So if you do want to be part of that, just kind of join in to the stream tomorrow when I do it for 12 hours straight. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, path improvements, that's another one that feels like they should have advertised a bit more and sold a bit more. I'm surprised they didn't, because it is a big one. It is something we were expecting. They did mention path improvements were coming to the game, being able to put them on an angle from now on. That's a huge one. I find they should have definitely bragged about that because it's definitely a huge quality of life issue that people have had with the game previously. So, surprised they kept that low key unless it's a little bit buggy, but we'll see. Grid update, I think this is in line with the path improvements. I think that's going to be interesting. And other than that, the memory improvements is a massive 2-year change after 2 years, and I think people are actually going to be completing their memories now. So congratulations everyone out there that has waited a very long time to be able to complete some of their memories. But cool. And that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed my dissection of the patch notes. Boom. There we go. Any questions from the audience? We'll chuck it out to that. What we got? I completely forgot what I decided what I was going to do after that. We're going to be doing a dream snap in about half an hour, and then we'll go over the dream snaps for what people have submitted on the Discord, and then create our own. What's the dream snap thing this week? I haven't actually checked. Grand Banquet Extravaganza. I'm actually gonna. I think I've got something in mind for that. Additional chances to get flower memories. That is true. I mean, I barely see any of them dry. I never see any of them dry. Additional chances. They didn't say higher chance. Hold on. I've still got it up. Hold on. Where is it? Plus, there are now more chances to obtain memory orbs when watering dried flowers. So I'm guessing the drop rate for the memories when watering dried flowers is higher. That's my interpretation of that. So I would say there's a higher chance of getting memories when you're watering them, not that there'll be more flowers to water. So I don't think that's going to change that. I think it's just a higher rate when you do water them. That's my interpretation anyway. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is we need to get a bit of mist. So for the next 20 minutes, we're just going to grind mist. We want to get around that 5,000 mark. And then we'll be happy. And then what we'll do is we're going to check the roles for all me characters. Make sure we've got the right balance so we know what the next two are going to be passed as. And then we'll do, that should be enough time to move to Dream Snaps after that. So if anyone out there that is watching, maybe for the first time, if you join the Discord, we have a Dream Snap sharing, a Dream Snap Valley forum in the Discord, and there's a category called Dream Snap Sharing, where people that do regularly come to the stream do post their Dream Snaps for the week, and we share them while I design before I design mine, just to give me a few ideas. So you have a suggestion or you want to show off yours, pop in there, pop a little drop a little screenshot of it. We'll go through it, and we're not going to make fun of you unless you want to be made fun of, but this is all just a way of just having a bit of fun with the whole Dream Snaps thing. So alright, now we'll go. I don't know if anyone is new watching. I just like to do that spiel just in case there's that one-off lurker that's like, oh no, I'll just throw this in there. Damn it, no, I missed. Alright, so that's Moana and Ratatouille done. Cool. Go Lion King. I'm being quiet now because my mouth is very dry after all that talking. Oh, I didn't take my medication at 7:30. God damn it, hold up. Oh no, I'm gonna accidentally exit. Oh, I didn't. Cool. I didn't take my medication. If you're dying of a heart condition, it's to take your medication on time or you get in trouble at doctors. There we go. Damn it, Dave. Damn it, Dave, indeed. God, I only can get Glimmer. God, that's annoying. Stupid berries. Sometimes you just get Glimmer, and it really annoys me. I remember doing this once, and I think I did every single realm and only got Glimmer. And I think this happened to me a couple of times now. And I've got a feeling it's going to happen today. Problem is I don't have any use for Glimmer anymore once you got the items. See, more Glimmer. So if anyone ever wants a stack of Glimmer, let me know, because I've got a bunch. I remember when Glimmer was pretty hard to get, and you would get more Mist than Glimmer. And I think at that time we didn't realize how lucky we had it, and then they changed it. Where are we? Oh, sorry now. I wonder if it's the time of day. I'm hoping it's not, because I tend to stream exactly at the same time on a regular. So, I mean, in the mornings it typically is pretty good. But I'm just getting Glimmer. So, like, how much Glimmer have I got? I've got 26 Glimmer with no Mist so far. It's very annoying. There we go. That's the Mist that we want. So we got some Mist. And typically once you get one, you get two, so. No. Frozen I hate. A Frozen realm is just way too big. I kind of wish that, and I think I say this all the time, I do wish they do a little bit more with the realms that exist. Like, when they add a new character to the realm, or expand, like make the realm a little bit bigger and add a little bit more to it. Because I mean, I do like how the fact of the making the realms a little bit more meaty, like Aladdin's realm and Alice in Wonderland's realm, top notch. They've done really good jobs with those ones, and they really made it feel like a bit of more of an adventure than these ones. I need to try my best not to go to Scrooge until the update drops. Yes, don't go to Scrooge's right now. Because I mean, to be honest, for me, the items won't update until, like, 9 p.m. tomorrow. So I won't get the new items for at least 24 hours, which kind of sucks. Don't know. Alright, so nothing in Frozen. We've got Monster 6. We've only got 2 more to go after this one. But so far we've only got 500 missed. That's the most we've got so far. So not really got a good strike rate. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, we'll go to Beauty and the Beast. Now, this is what I'm a little bit excited for, because we're getting, I can't remember their names. Cogsworth, what? Worth? Is it Worth? Cogsworth and Lemire. We're getting those 2 characters. I think everyone's assuming we're getting these 2 characters with a future update, and not the one that's next, or the one after that. No, the one after that. One after the Inside Out. And I'm hoping that they use this realm again, but instead add a wing to it, because it's such a massive realm with so many doors and stuff that you could go into. Hopefully they just add more to it, rather than just do what they did with the Lion King and just add like just the characters, but just not add anything to the actual realm itself in terms of its location. I'm really hoping they don't do that, because Timon and Pumbaa I was excited for, but I was more excited to be able to explore the Lion King realm more. But you just ended up going to the same spots again. That's not fun. Alright, the last one, Mulan. So far we've only got 500 missed. It's not really going in our favor. Damn it. Same here. I hope they expanded them maybe with Rafiki as they exhausted the realm with Timon and Pumbaa. The crab everywhere now. Yeah, I mean, I do think they should. I mean, you've got this realm. You've already done the majority of the legwork. All you have to do is add another section to it. You got the same aesthetic. Use the same items. But yeah. So we got 50. We got 50 Glimmer. Unfortunately, we didn't get a much miss, so we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, eh? Yeah, and what did the robots classify as? Because I've got let me make sure I pick up those. I've got that robot, that little robot there, who seems to be stuck like there all the time. But actually, no, I'm gonna move him over to
section. Yeah, I don't know what that robot classifies as in terms of the companion stuff. So they definitely changed the spawn rate when it comes to the realms. Because I think everyone was complaining they weren't getting enough glimmer, but now they realize glimmer's not really useful at all. See, there you go. I'm getting a lot of mist still. But apparently, it's the team that's taking ages. What have I got so far? Alright, we got 2,500, so we want around about the 5,000 mark. And I think we'll be happy with that. Wait, why is... Yeah, why is she here? She shouldn't be here. Hold up. She is forbidden. Maribel is forbidden in my valley. Why is she here? It's because I still have that quest. Oh no. I never finished that quest on Monday. Nah, it's always next Monday, but... Damn it. That's why Maribel's gonna keep on turning up in my valley. Oh well. I'm a muppet. Oh well. The black one. It's the black turtle that screwed me up. I'm pretty pumped there's a reason to switch companions now. Me too. Me too. I think giving the companions a reason to actually be there are pretty good. The only thing that does bug me is it kind of messes things up if you've got like pet houses like I do. Is that if you equip them, they kind of unassigns them to the house, so you have to redo that. That's the only bugger of the whole thing. Yeah, I didn't for 2 weeks in a row because I forgot last Monday, and then I forgot this Monday. So I keep forgetting to do it. It's very annoying because I like having a clean board, and now it's not really clean for the update. Got a stupid freaking Parks Fest thing. Luckily, it's the last quest, so and it's easy to do. I just need to take a goddamn picture. But it also means she gets on. She's going to keep on turning up no matter where I go. So it's going to ruin the theme that I've got set up. If you assign the pets to the presets, they won't pull them from the houses. Really? So you mean these ones? So I've got the turtles assigned. So I've got these assigned to it, right? Finish it. I can't finish it because it's the black turtle's only available on Monday, and today's Wednesday. They're like I've got these assigned here, but if I assign one of them, let's say that turtle, yeah, embarrassment turtle there, and then I unassign him, he's now gone. He's gone from it. So, and then I have to. He's gone. He's not running around anymore, and he's unassigned from here. So if I go down here and assign him again, that one, there you go. He's back. It's rather annoying. So at the moment, anyway, it doesn't work that way. But we'll find out tomorrow if it works. So how about tomorrow? First thing we'll do is we'll come here and check with the embarrassment turtle's disappeared. He's returned. We'll see whether it actually does it that way. We'll do a bit of a test, eh? And also see whether we can rename it. But the problem is that it could be a quest line that you need to do in order to unlock friendship levels for the companions. So that might be a reason why we can't test it.
Oh, you mean... oh, the presets. Do I have any presets? I don't think I have any presets. I think I don't touch magic. Do you mean, wardrobe? Favorites? And so what are you saying? If you assign the pets to the presets, it won't pull. So if I go here, right, we'll equip that one, right? And then if I go companions, we'll go embarrassment turtle. And tell me if I'm doing this wrong, Sheldon. Embarrassment turtle, and then I save it. Barrow. A barrow. We'll call it barrow. Alright, so I've got the turtle at the moment. So we will unequip that. Cool. Got that. Go back over here. Alright, so it would have disappeared. Yeah, so we'll equip this back here. There we go. So he's there again. So the theory is if we equip the outfit, that turtle shouldn't disappear. Well, there you go. He did not disappear. So now I've got two embarrassment turtles walking around. So you are right. That's actually right. So it turns out if it's part of the preset, it doesn't unequip. But in order to assign it to the preset, you have to originally equip it, right? So if I go add new test, it's equipped there. So you have to equip it first. You can't. This is the problem. You have to equip it to yourself first, which does kick it out originally out of the house. So see, like if I wanted that squirrel there, the only way I could assign it to the preset would be to equip it now, then do the preset, but then it would kick it out of the house. So I guess in a way it can or can't work, but either way, you have to kick it out of the house originally. So I guess if you have a go-to pet for it, that works. If you're grinding out one particular pet, yeah. So it kind of works, but you can't assign the critter without unassigning it to the house first. You have to do that every time. Yeah, two butterflies the other day and I was so confused. Yeah. Well, at least we know it works. I don't use those presets enough, to be honest. I should. I'm gonna make presets with different pets, fishing, money. Yeah, I guess that's a good one. That's a good idea. I guess it depends on what you're grinding for. I mean, yeah. It'll be interesting to see what usability the companions end up having. Let's go. What is the little reindeer gonna do? He's one of my favorites to equip and preset. He could be one of the whimsical ones. I've got a feeling that a lot of them are gonna fall into the whimsical, like the robot. I mentioned the robot before. What does R2D2 and the little robot you get from Eternity Isle fall into? I think they're gonna be classified as whimsical ones. Where's my miss going? We're at 4,000. So nearly there. Oh, is this going to be it? Come on. Oh, not quite. Oh, yeah, that's it. Perfect. All right. I got my 5,000. Perfect. All right, so we're going to jump over. Now, it is 9 o'clock on the dot, funny enough. So we are going to go over to Teapot Falls because the whole one is banquet, and I've actually already set up a little bit of a banquet table already in the Alice in Wonderland section, and it is the last update. We will be ending the stream in the Alice in Wonderland section as well. So get rid of this damn pot. Now, all right, so we'll sit down on here while we prepare, while we're about to prepare. So, what we do normally do is we are first going over the Discord submissions. All right, so we'll switch over. I don't think I have a Discord view set up on my little stream deck. I'm saying deck as in D-E-C-K. It's just a New Zealand accent that makes it sound funny. Stop laughing, you children. There we go. All right. We'll switch over. All right. So first of all, we've got Thresh's submission from the week before. This is what she put through, and she only got 900 for that. It's a lot better than I did in terms of the image itself. Image submitted is a lot better than what I did, and I got more, which didn't feel fair. Voting on this one now. We'll see how this one does. So this is the one that that everyone's voting on right now, which we actually will do the vote on as well. That she submitted, which is pretty good. I think it's the landscape one. What was last week's one? Give me a sec. I'm just gonna check that stream snaps. What's the running? Master of Disguise. Master of Disguise is the current one. You're not very disguised though, Thresher. I've spotted you. You're right there, and the mouse is over it as well. So found you. And this is the banquet one that she has submitted for this week. Look at those. Oh, look at that. 33 out of 5. 36 out of 5. And look at those tags. 12 and 34. That's what you want to aim for. You want to aim for a lot of tags there. I'm going to write that down because we're going to try and aim for something similar. That's a lot of tags though. So what? 33... 36, and then 12, and then 34. God, that's a lot. That's a lot. Alright, and this one is Sheldon, who's currently in chat. This is Sheldon's one. That is an insanely good one. Look at that. If you don't get 4,000 for that one, I don't know what's going wrong. It's a good high quality picture as well. Look at that. You got Sully kind of eating that one behind there. You kind of Moana looks like she was taking a taste of something. I know she's probably just dancing. You got Maribel in the background. What's that? Oh, I think, is that the back of the pizza planet store? I think you got in as the background. And then you put in a lot of. How long did this take you to make, Sheldon? This is insane. This is an insane picture. You should win it. You should get number 1 on this one. This is a really good one. Oh, you got Gaston as well. I didn't notice Gaston's there. That's a really, really great one. I'm waiting for you to reply. And that's the only submitted submissions we got. So we'll switch over to yeah. All right, we'll go. We'll do some voting. Master of Disguise. Not as long as you think. Well, I'm suspecting at least 2 to 3 hours that took you to do. All right, so this is Master of Disguise. So I will give votes to which characters are hidden the best. And that one's an interesting one because something is giving off the heart, but I'm not sure what. And so I think that's a little bit clever. So I'm going to go for that one. Master Disguise. We'll go for that one. It's kind of there. See, there we go. This is what we want. All right. So I'll make this bigger. Hold up. Now where? Oh, there they are, right there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. And then this one. Oh, that's pretty good too. That was pretty good. I like that one. That was simple. Simple, but it gets it. I think I'm going for that one because I couldn't actually see them originally. Alright. Oh, I see what they've done there. That's clever. I like that one too. Oh, these are hard. These are hard ones. The one on the left has incorporated the event into the picture. Heck no, nobody got time for that. Maybe 40 minutes over 2 days. I recently place items, then let it sit for a day or two before fixing it up. See, I don't have that much patience. Alright, I'm gonna go for that one. I think that one's a bit clever. They're not even disguising this. You just put down a lot of flowers. Refusing to vote on that one. I'll say that one on the left. Or on that one. Alright, the one on the right has to win it. The one on the right has to win it. Look at that. It's pretending it's is it Kevin? Kevin yeah, Kevin's the one from up. Yeah. I like that one. I do. I think that one's pretty clever. We're gonna vote for Kevin. This one. No, skipping that one. All right, the one on the left feels like they put more effort into it. Not really disguised, but it's a good one. Nah. Again, nah. All right, the one on the left, they put an effort and then they went to the Lion King realm, so we'll go for that one. This one's a good one. This one's a good one. It's hard to spot who the actual character is, even though she is actually behind the DJ altogether. She's not even those three, so I think that's a good one. And notice she's got the Halloween box popcorn, trick or treat box thrown in there too. So I think she's gonna win that one. This one. I'm gonna give it to the one on the left because she did try. There we go, and that's all done. Burgers, sweet. That's an extra free 50. All right, so with the current, all right, I'm gonna just take a little bit of a shot right now just to see how many tags and stuff we've got in the picture at the moment. All right, so let's see how many we're getting right now at that angle. Okay, it's a little bit of a start. So we're going to try and get close to what Thresher put down there. Of 33, 36, and then what was it? 12, I think? 12 tables, and then 34. So let's try and get a few things down here. Okay, Dream Snap. So, how are we going to do this? So we want more seating. Seating is big. Can I go... Can't just select seating, can I? Go dining room. we can get some seats. Get some seating down because we'll try and encourage more characters to come and sit down. Eating a bagel real quick. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that give me the tips. So whatever's about to happen, kind of on you guys if it's not good. All right. What else? We want as many tags as possible, so we'll put a few random things in. You want a banquet. I mean, typically you put down food, alright. I'll put down a tent. It's gonna ruin this whole section though. Because it's only supposed to be Alice in Wonderland section, but who cares? It's all in fun, Dave, right? I've got a ship in the bottle. I wonder if I can try using the items at the top. Yeah, I always do, but then I don't like those items. That's how it normally happens. Like these. I could do. I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. I'm just going to put that behind there and hopefully it catches that as a point. That, yeah. Something like that. I don't know, Dave. I don't know. The problem is I don't like doing this because it ruins my whole freaking thing. I'm not logging off before fixing the whole thing. Alright, let's see how much that's done anyway. Alright, let's see how what does that go back? There we go, getting close. So, I nearly got strong. I'm about 5 away from strong, so try and put some more down, eh? Oh, nope, not that one. Well, these tables actually give quite a lot, don't they? Maybe I'll go a bit crazy here. Oh, I did it wrong way around. You can hide the items behind the hedges as well. I might do that actually. Bit cheeky, but
it doesn't do that. It doesn't really work. Actually, no, it does work kind of that way. Alright, we'll put these behind here, right? See if this works. Ah, duplicate items don't increase tag. Ah, so you only can use one of every item. Ooh, crap. I mucked it up. So I only can use one of every item. Is that what you're saying? Because I messed up then. Well, I can put some of this down in. Oh, what now? Because I must have, I did bugger up by putting duplicate items, but I didn't know any better. Um, Correct. Okay. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? I don't care if the picture's not good. I just want to get as many tags as Thrissa. Alright, so let's take a picture of that and see how it goes. Here we go. You can use my berry salads. I guess we'll have to get some use out of them. Oh, there we go. So I got more than Strong's. Strong's done. I need more lavish, though. So I'm 2 away from lavish. And I got the right amount of tables, though. And elegance, not quite there yet. Alright. Alright, well... We'll get some of these down, eh? So I need some more... It's not going to look good. This is not going to look good at all. I'm just using the whole strategy of tags and stuff. There we go. Put them on the freaking very freaking banquet. Okay. I'll take this picture again just so remind me. So, all right. All right, I'll do that at the end. Yeah, I'll get use the Alice Wonderland thingy. Cool. All right. Okay. 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 What have I got left? Do I have anything that looks good? Bridge lamp. Hmm. I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of chairs. Voters like characters. So, all right. Well, I will summon a whole bunch of characters. Right before we finish. I'm gonna put a random guitar on the table there. To do. And that was. I did put items again. All right. Just a random dragon coming out of it. Coming out of the ground. And then the legendary sword. Right. Yeah, you won't be able to see it, but... Go here, why not? Alright. How's that? Alright, so... Yep, we've got Lavish done, we've got the tables done, and I'm 5 away for Elegant. Alright. It's a lot of tags. I need Elegant. Alright. Where's Elegant? So let's just... We're going to use Elegant only to try and top this up. We've got some palm fronds. We'll do another chair. Another chair. We're just gonna have heaps of chairs. It's gonna be a proper banquet for a lot of people. Hopefully, I've got so many chairs that the characters are tricked into sitting down. Now put a blender. And put a toaster. Alright, so let's see what that gives me. Alright, so we want to beat 34. 34, perfect. Alright, now let's summon as many as we can using... Where is it? Using this. Oop. Oop. Damn it. Come on, work. Now it's a question of how many will be enough. Oh, it moves the table. I see what you're saying. Alright. Or can I put it? It needs a little bit of room. How about do this and then we'll move it when we're ready. Oh no! Okay, sorry. It glitched out and I couldn't do anything. So I had to do that to try and save it. Alright.
Kind of relieved there are so many nice people here.
Alright, let's try going. Ooh.
Consider a career in design. You have marvelous taste.
Oh, tea.
Can I get a little help here?
This is just chaos. They're not sitting down because they're posing for the picture. Ah, that would be good enough. Ah, it looks like they are. Just one of them said, "Come on." And it looks like they're lining up anyway, like for the banquet. There we go. We're gonna go with that. Oh, daytime. Damn. Yeah. There you go. And there's Hades running away. There we go. We'll go with that one. I'm submitting it. I don't care. I'm done. You're cutting the tag off. How am I cutting the tag off? Oh. Uh, with the camera angle. Oh, there. How about that? There. I can't. They're all facing away. I need them to look at me. They're all just looking at. There we go. They're all just staring at Jack. Damn it. There we go. I'm just gonna go with that. I'm over it. Done. Done. They're all just staring at Jack. There we go. Now I'm gonna have to clean everything up. Selfie for a split second. Ah, it's too late now. Good old stream time delay. Alright. Oh. Oh, I don't want to do that. All right, we'll see how that goes. Well, let's see how the tags kind of play into my hand. Oh. All right, anything else? And I'm leaving your berry stuff on the table. That can be a threat to other people. He does present an animation if you look at them. People trap behind the camera so the villagers look. Ah, that's kind of clever. Yeah. There you go. All right. Well, that's all done, and we've still got another half an hour to go. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna quickly go through the villages and work out how many I've got from each. I'm gonna bring up my handy dandy spreadsheet. That would be good to track this with. All right, so we're going to have mining. Just going to use this on the other screen. Mining. And caps lock. Mining. Forging. Snippets. I'm bending. I have to remember all of them on the top of my head. Farming. Fishing. Mining, foraging, snippets, time bending, farming, fishing. Feels like I'm missing one. No, I think that's all of them. Digging. Digging is the other one. I forgot digging. Alright, so let's work out how many I've got. Alright, so snippet 1. Jafar, mining,
Jasmine 2. Alright. Alice forging 1. Cheshire Cat. That is Snippet. Cool. Bell forging. That's 2. Gaston, you got time bending. Beast, you got mining. Maridella, you got snippets. A lot of snippets at the moment. Fairy Godmother, you got farming. Cool. Maribel, you're mining. Got 3. Anna, you're forging. 3. Elsa, you snippet. That's 5. Why you snippet? Weird. Digging. 1. Olaf is farming 2. Hades, your snippets. That's 6. I got 6 snippets. Damn. Ditch, you're forging. You 4. Daisy, your time bending. You got 2. Donald, you're fishing. You got 1. Goofy, you're fishing 2. So 2. Mickey, you're mining. That's 4. Minnie, you're forging 5. Scroogey, you're digging, and that's 2. Maui, you're fishing, that's 3. Wana, you're mining, that's 5. Mike, you're gardening, so you are 3. Sully, you are digging, so that's 3 too. Mulan, you're digging, so you're 4. Mushu, you're time bending, so you're 3. Oswald, you're time bending as well, so you're 4. Remy, you're mining, so you're 6. I got 6 miners as well. Then your snippets. Snippets at 7. Mother, Gothel, you're farming, so that's 4. Punzel, you're time bending, you're 5. Nala, you're forging, so you're 6. Umba, you're fishing, so you are 4. Sky, you're digging, so that's 5. Timber, you're fishing, so that's 5. Timon, you're fishing, so that's 6. Ariel, you're farming, that's 5. Eric, you're fishing, so that's 7. Ursula, you're mining, so that's 7 too. Yana, you're time bending, so that's time bending at 6. Merlin, you're forging, so that's 7. Jack, you're time bending, so that's 7. Sally, you are snippets, so that's 8. Buzz, you're digging, so that's 6. Woody, you're farming, so that's 6 too. Eve, you are forging, so that's 8. Wally, you are gardening, so that is 7. And finally, Vanellope, you're digging, so that's 7. So I've actually got it pretty even. So I've got 7 miners, 8 foraging, 8 snippets, 7 time bending, 7 farming, 7 fishing, and 7 digging. So basically, I can make them either mining, time bending, farming, fishing, or digging, the next 2. So this is just a question of what do I want more of? Now, probably time bending, because time bending means I can get more mist. So we'll probably make one of them a time bender, and then the second one, I think we'll make the second one digging, because that's going to help when we start digging for resources, especially in the Storybook Vale. So time bending and digging is what we're going to make it tomorrow. There we go. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Cool. And I think we're done. Finally. Pretty much all prepared, so I don't really have anything else to do, really. Just chill and chat. So if anyone's got anything you want to talk about, now's the best time. We're just going to have a bit of a chill session while we wrap things up. I wonder how the companions are going to affect these ratios. It'll be interesting to see, because I remember seeing a video how all the math works about the bonuses the characters got and gave. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna essentially change the meta. So the meta might slightly change, but it also could not. So it's gonna be interesting. Gonna be very interesting. Let's get rid of this. My voice is a bit parched after all that talking, to be honest. Tomorrow's not going to be helpful, is it? It's going to be a long periods tomorrow, and normally what it gets because of my time zone, it normally gets to around about like 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. is like the quietest time in the stream. So like everyone and the other countries around the world have all gone to sleep, and I'm the only one awake. That and Australians, and I don't get a lot of Australian viewers. I do have something, but it's slightly a deep dive. When they announced floating islands had some water around them that they don't in game, I wonder if those were teasers for the river sets. Maybe. I reckon it may have been just testing out for the river sets. So it'll be interesting to see how they work. I don't really know how it works and how they're going to make it work. So it'll be interesting to see. Honey, Dave. Tea with honey. If I had honey, that would be on the agenda. I don't have honey. So I don't think it's a deep dive. I think you're absolutely right. I mean they had always intended for Dreamlight for you to have the ability to move the ponds and stuff. It just never has been implemented in the game yet. So I think this is the closest we're probably going to get to that feature. I don't like. I don't have any much need for the rivers though, and that's one of the buggers of it. Like I'm thinking through my head like where would I put a river, and I don't really have any place I would want to put a river. But once I get the particular item, that opinion may change. Just at the moment, on the top of my head, I can't think of any particular location, which is a good place to put a river. So. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, this will be a good precedent if they start doing this kind of thing. That we may see more of it. You could have like a lava river or or just different types of flowing liquid. Like I can see like a maybe a honey river or something like that. Like I don't know. There's so many different variations they could do with it. So it'd be interesting to see if they go down that route. I'm trying to think, is there anything else we need? And I think I'm all good. I think I'm sitting pretty good. Floating islands, I don't know, and the new biomes barely have any water around them. I mean, we have, go to Glade. Oh no, Glade Island I used in my theme park, didn't I? There's only like two that actually have water. It's that and the beach island, eh? Which is gonna make my pirate island a bit problematic, isn't it? Uh, Floating islands, yeah. Meadow. What did I use for Meadow? Have I used anything for Meadow? That was Easter Island, didn't I? Wasn't it? Easter Island. I might have to move Easter Island. Because it has this river, or has this water bit over here, but I'm not actually using it. Beach Island. So I got the beach island because I was going to use this for the summer event, right? But I think it may fit the pirate kind of feel a little bit better. But I don't know where I would put the summer one. God. Can I just reset it? How do you reset? What's that button? I don't know what that button is. What's the reset up? No. I don't know what that button is, the reset one, but... See, this... I might use this as Pirate Island. What is this reset floating island button? What is this button? Shift? Oh, there we go. Cool. Shift. Alright. Found out it's shift. Alright. So I might use this as the Pirate Event Island, the Treasure Troves Island. And what I would use for the summer... Let me go Sunlit. Maybe Sunlit will fit the summer. I guess this will fit the summer island, summer events. I think this would fit the summer one. I think this could be the summer one. I mean, to be honest, right now we don't really have a lot of summer stuff that could go here. Because what? What's the problem? I don't know. Summer. Damn it. I have to remember what the things are called. Hold up. Go Dazzle. Alright, so if we go to Dazzle, this stuff over here, this is the stuff I want to transfer over. This fire. See, the problem is sometimes, this is another issue, if I put my mouse over it, I kind of want to know what it's called, so when I get rid of it, I can find it again. Camp. I don't know what it's called. Great. Is it? What's it called? Maybe I'll type in fire. There, bonfire pit. There we go. And it's also this chair. So maybe I make sunlit. I wish I could rename the islands too. I think they should allow you to rename the islands. Alright. Go. Bonfire. So yeah, bonfire pit. And so this, this is way too big, so I'm gonna have to finish this out. Maybe put trees all around it, and it's just a big old like circle. A chair. I don't know what the deck chairs are called. All those deck chairs. This one, the outdoor lounge chair. Here we go. But they could be introducing new items as well into the game. So I think this would work as the summer event one. And I could put a little section for the marshmallows up here. Let me transfer it now. Why not? I've got time to kill. Like a big campsite, exactly. Like a big, put trees all around, like in a big circle. Have a little section where the marshmallows are. Let's transfer these. And we don't know what they're also going to be introducing into the game. So this could be expanding. And what we're putting there. Everything we're putting in there right now could be completely different from when the event... Well, not completely different. It'll be very similar, but it'll be... See, now we've got some more room there. We can expand a little bit. Yeah, we're going to be able to add more things to this. So we've got the campfire, we've got the chairs, and we've got the marshmallows. And then we can basically go from there. And these coolers actually came with the event. So these work. Duplicate. So where do we want to put them? For now. Here. Do you know that this create a companion was from like 2022, and they took 3 years? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all. It's probably one of those things they forgot to do, and they couldn't really figure out how to implement it in the game, and then they finally figured this is how we should do it. It also took them ages to give some of the other rewards, like the suit of armor and that statue of Walt Disney holding Mickey's hand. That took them like a year or 2 years to bring back. So it's just one of those things they just had on the back burner and they just never got around to. All right, now it's a question of what pathing do we use. Now, everything I'm doing right now is really just so to remind me of what I want to do. Feels like that. But I really use that for the Tuning Isle. Kind of want to use a different path, but I don't think anything else. Oh, no, I haven't. Use some of these. Without the border. We'll do the stream path without the border. I mean, that's technically a different path. And so we're going to decorate the whole thing with trees. It's just a case of getting a starting point. And I think this is a decent starting point. And once the event actually starts, we can start kind of we'll come back here because we end every stream in this location when the event is going on. So we will have plenty of time to fix this up and get it to what we want it to be. And it'll probably be like a bit of a campfire kind of feel. We'll have to put the entrance probably somewhere like over here, so it kind of forces you to come this way. But we'll put trees all around it. I know some event is supposed to be like summery and beachy, and this is real dark and gloomy. But to be honest, it's like a New Zealand summer, so. It's an English summer, I should say. And trees. And try and go for. Trying to find the same height trees. And so I'll start to kind of spread that around the size. Dark and gloomy, meanwhile, it's in sunlight. Yeah, exactly. It fits. It fits. I don't know how I feel about that kind of changing the dirt kind of going off. But yeah, we'll probably make a little bit of a border of these trees. And just flesh that out a little bit. But it's a start. It's a start. I can see this being the summer one, and then put the decks, chairs, see what other events they have. But it doesn't duplicate it exactly, don't think. Maybe it does. Hold on. Yeah, it does duplicate it exactly. I know it duplicated the item, but I thought they were going to be like different size trees every time you do it. Well, that makes this job a little bit easier. So I probably got to make a big thing like that and kind of add it, makes it a little bit of a border. And then once that's done, which I'm hoping doesn't hit my item limit. The item limit's not popping up, so I don't actually know what the item limit is at the moment. They're going to tell me the item limit if I do this. No, it doesn't. Alright. Hey, Agent Bright, how are you doing, mate? How's life? Good to see you again. It was a very quick 1 year and what, 18 months? Wasn't that the last time you came around? It was a year and 18 months. No item limit on islands. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Surprised people's islands aren't breaking. I guess it's really small, so it doesn't have a lot to load. Well, Dave exposing me like that. Hey, you don't come to my stream for quality chats. You come for friendly ribbing and banter. I don't get a lot of people on my stream. So, I mean, the ones that I do know and do recognize, I will try and push away as much as I can. It's going, there we go, it's coming. I mean, I don't like the bottom, but, I mean, nah, it's good. I'll just make a big old circle around it. And then I'll probably get bonfires, maybe bonfires for like one there, one here, and then one here. Just bonfires everywhere. I just wish like people could come over and actually sit around the bonfires. That's a problem. I'll get the seating going and then I'll introduce all the characters to it. No, yeah, gonna wait for the Switch 2 version. They are developing it. It's probably a good idea. From the sounds of it, it actually will work pretty well on the Switch 2. From what everyone's saying about how the Switch 2 is handling the game right now with Dreamlight Valley, what I'm hoping for is that they do give a free upgrade to those who already have Dreamlight Valley on the Switch. I think that would be probably the smartest thing to do. One, you get a whole new influx of people coming back to the game that already have the game and they can experience a lot of the new content, but also bring a whole bunch of new people into the game at the same time. Do you have the camping house? I think I do. I don't know what it's called. Don't think it's camping. Tent. I'll put tent. Oh, not tent. Oh, I've got under foliage. Alright, no tent. There we go. So I could use some of these tents, like the green tent and stuff like that, just to kind of spread that around. Like I could have the blue tent over there, and I could have the green tent over here. And then we could have the orange tent over here, once I do it. Over here, and then the black tent over here. There we go. But I do want to save room just in case that we get different items. Binton. What's Binton? Ben 10. In the Kiwi accent. Binton. Ah. I mean, I can't say, like, I've got this stream deck, but it sounds like dick. So I got a stream deck, and every time I mention the stream deck, everyone thinks I say dick. So dick as in D-E-C-K, and it just... Whoa, whoops. I just dropped something. I don't know what. Wonder what? I don't know. But that's the burden of the Kiwi accent. Of the Kiwi accent. It's actually called Camping House in the House Skins. Oh, a house skin. Oh. Alright, hold on. This would be actually a good place for me to put some of the housing skins that I have been unable to use. Where is it? Alright, a house. Camping house. There we go. I actually don't have a spot for that, so this would actually be perfect for it. There you go. Good suggestion, Sheldon. I do want to try and keep the additional stuff to a minimum and only try and keep the event stuff in here. But with the summer event the way it is, I think this is the best we're going to get because they don't really have a lot of events, a lot of items. So last year we only got this campfire, this chair, and this cooler over here with the marshmallows. So we'll see what else they add and then kind of work backwards from there. And hopefully one day, when the game finally adds it, we'll be able to all come over and we can sit around the fire. At the end of every stream, people can pop around and actually just enjoy the stream. Just enjoy the build and just come over and chill out. And so it's going to be like this. So I think I like the border. The border's starting to settle on me, and then I can start filling this out. But again, it's not going to be something we're really going to flesh out until we know what new items we're actually going to get in the event. And it sounds like we're going to get the Pirate Island, the Pirate event first. So we'll be working on the Pirate event first. Eventually, we're going to run out of islands for the events, and I'm hoping that's not going to be anytime soon. Probably get a lot of summer stuff in the shop. Can't wait. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. And what we typically do as well on release day is that we do check in with the Dreamlight Valley Leaks channel in the Discord. So as they're coming out, I will dive in there and give it a check. And if there's anything there, we'll show it on the stream as well. They get a little bit upset because they don't get no one gives them credit, but I don't hide the fact where I'm getting it from, so that's the credit I get. I'll just move this back a little bit. Hopefully they give us an expansion for the biomes as islands, because why not? Yeah, I'll be interested to see whether they actually introduce new islands as well to reflect the biomes from the expansion packs. I think that's an opportunity that I'm surprised they haven't implemented. Because that would help me, because I'll be able to continue this this theme of giving events, islands, and so forth. Notice they didn't really do a Pride event, did they? I mean, I've still got all the Pride stuff from last year. Alright, so yeah, I think that suits it there. There you go, it's coming together. I won't be coming back here for like weeks. This will be pretty much how I leave it, will be how I leave it really, until the event actually starts. There we go. Get that back a bit. There you go. All done, burgers. And we'll flesh everything out. But that's a really good start to the summer event island, which is going to be a very camping themed with marshmallows and stuff around here. There we go. All right, we're going to finish things off. Once this saves. And we need plenty of seating so these characters actually have something to do. Alright. Alright, we are going to finish up at Teapot Falls, which is the last time we will be here for the Alice in Wonderland stuff. So yeah, just so everyone knows, thank you for the stream, Dave. Have a good sleep. Rest up. Yes, will do, Sheldon. We will be doing a 12-hour stream in about 8 hours. And we'll be going for the expansion, for the update. Try and do so much. If you can pop along, even for a few minutes, that'll be wonderful. Keep me company. I do this regardless, and so the more people that are around, the more people keeping me company and less insane. I do have quite a lot of quiet points, and I know my channel's not as popular as some of the big ones. So if you do have time to pop along and say hi, please do. It help me going a little insane, because there are some hours that no one comes along. So I do appreciate it if you can. I'm not trying to guilt you into it. I'm just kind of saying how those days normally go. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thanks, Asian Pride. Thanks, Sheldon. Thank you, Spy, for popping along. Thanks, your boy. Thanks for popping along as well. And Byro1. I don't think you actually stayed around, but thanks for saying what you did. And I think there was another person, who wasn't it? Martin Buckle. I don't know if you're still around, but I do appreciate you as well. All right, everybody. Say goodbye to Alice in Wonderland. Well, it's not going to be destroyed, but say goodbye to it. And we're going to be finishing the stream tomorrow in Peter Pan's new section. So, yeah. Anyway.